Welcome everybody back to F1. It is finally race week again in Miami. There's been so much news over the last couple of weeks that I want to go through and talk about. We've got these brand new purple suits for Mercedes as well. We've got a V-carb yellow special livery to come. But first off, Cadillac have just revealed their first ever special livery. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? First special livery for Cadillac, first special livery back for this season. Let's give it a go. Wait, what's the audio looking like? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's already looking nice. That's already looking nice. All right. Let's go. The first Cadillac special livery. What we got? Ooh. Okay. Ooh, okay. The stars everywhere. I like it. Okay, that is really clean. I actually think I prefer that over their normal livery. What the fuck? That is so nice. Is it white on both sides or is it going to be black on the other side? Okay, no, so it's white on both sides. Okay. Oh, a little bit of red. And blue. USA. Yeah, so a special livery for their home race. I like that a lot, man. I like that a lot. I think that's way more coherent. Is that the word? Cohesive? Consistent? I like the symmetricalness. I didn't like the asymmetrical livery as much that they had. I thought it was a cool design. It was different, but I don't think it looked good. This looks way better. Although, it isn't symmetrical. Why are there more stars on this side than this side? What the fuck? You know me. Stars are in my branding, so I love a star. This looks so good. Oh, this is so clean, man. This is literally my livery. Well done, Cadillac. Well done. For a first special livery, you've done well. Oh, is there any photos? No? But yeah, they put out this teaser yesterday. Tomorrow you see it. So they kind of teased that they were doing a special livery, hence why I had a feeling they were doing it today. The fact that it happened as soon as I went live was not good timing though. Yeah, they just had fuck, what's his name? What's that streamer's name, bro? What's that streamer's name? Queso. Yeah, they got Queso spraying the car? Now that's American. Oh, okay, so they did kind of tease it with the white and the stars. Anyways, are we gonna get actual photos or are we just gonna have to look at this? Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it one more time. I feel like they got more sponsors on the car now than they did at the start of the season, or am I tripping? Or maybe this one's just like bigger, like Tenaco? Looks way bigger. Yeah, I like this as a special livery. It's basically the livery they already had, just made symmetrical. With a bit more going on. I like it. I like the red wing as well. Plain. Okay, let's wait for some photos to come out. But yeah, nothing too crazy, but I do like it. Nothing too crazy, but I do like it. Has F1 put out a tweet yet? Oh! A new logo for Codemasters' EGO or Ego engine has been shown at EA's F1 latest conference regarding path tracing at GDC. With no 2026 game this year, we could expect a large leap in performance from the game engine for 27. I fucking hope so. I fucking hope so. You'd hope a year break means a new engine. Stop. You're gonna get me banned. Okay. Has F1 put out a post? No. Bro, can we get photos of this livery? I don't think I have much more to say about it though. I think they've done a good job. Well done, Cadillac. Well done. Well done. Oh, I love the side shot. Dun 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 dun. What should I pause on? That? I feel like that's a vibe. I feel like that's a vibe. That's a vibey shot right there. All right, so is thumbnail updated yet? Hey, okay, so, oh, maybe I should have just waited. Maybe I can vertically stream. I just have to wait. Blame it on a good time. Just blame it on a boogie. Okay, we're all over the place right now. We've got the Cadillac livery out of the way. Okay, let's chat for a little bit, and then we'll continue on with the other stuff in Discord. Mert Erdem, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Worst timing. You had to sub as soon as I started recording for my short form video. Are you kidding me, bro? Never sub again. I'm joking. Mert Erdem, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I do appreciate you coming in for 5 months with the Prime. Thank you, man. Thank you. Takes a few minutes on Twitch. I don't know about YouTube. Right, okay. Maybe, well, there you go. It worked. Can you change it after the live? Yeah, you can. But when you're live, I don't want it to just be that ugly-ass banner. No one will click on the stream then. Chris capitalization goes hard. Yeah, maybe you should get some capitalization. Look at your shit name. All lowercase. Some of you guys with your lowercase names piss me off. And then some people have the audacity to say to me, why can't you read my name properly? My name's actually pronounced like this. Maybe capitalize your name and then I'll read it. Because okay, let's use Last Minja as an example, right? I could pronounce his name LA as Minja. I could pronounce it Last Minja. You know what I mean? Like capitalize it, and then I know what I'm breaking it down into. You know what I mean? Looking good for the first points of the year, dude. Imagine they score their first points at their home race. That would be pretty fucking elite. No, not Tim the Tabber. I was thinking about Queso. That's literally Queso. I feel like I haven't seen Caddy in ages, so I fully forgot what the livery looks like. The livery is basically this on one side without the stars. The other side was black. Now it's just a full white livery with stars. We finally get a new engine for the first time since F1 2015. Yawn, bro. Talk about some F1 game with the LMU era. I have a feeling we see a yellow TWG livery at some point this year. Oh, true. That'd be cool. Maybe they hop on the VCarb yellow bandwagon. I didn't even know you could get uppercase letters because everyone is lowercase. Yeah, you can change their uppercasing. That doesn't count as a username change on Twitch. So if you want to change your capitalization, you can. You pronounce it very well, actually.
Hi, Ponden.
Thank you.
Hope you're doing well. How was your weekend/work going? Great.
Thank you so much for the 11th month resub with Tier 1. 1 month away. 1 month away from 1 year. Thank you so much for supporting, dude. Really do appreciate it. Last week. I had a bit of a weird week last week. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I was very down in the dumps yesterday. I was meant to go live yesterday, but I didn't because that's the problem with streaming, right? The hardest thing about my job is like, you know, like let's say you worked at a cafe, right? Like, if you're having a shit day, you can still kind of go, it's not great, but you can kind of go through and you can kind of power through. But like, as a streamer or as a content creator, like you have to be in a good mood. You know what I mean? You have to be in good energy. Otherwise, it's just gonna be shit. So like, yes, I just felt like fucking shit. So I didn't go live, but we feel good today. I hope you're doing well, Ant. Thank you so much for the 11-month resub. If you haven't seen the TK Maxx have a lot of F1 merch on their website. You can get a VCarb. Wait, link this. I know TK Maxx do F1 merch, but £10? What the fuck? Alright, VCarb livery's looking good. Alright, so we need to go back in Discord. When was the last time I looked at F1 news? Wouldn't have been then. No. Well, we didn't go live at ages. Wouldn't have been then. Wait, maybe did I look through F1 news on that day? On this day because of the break. Like, did we kill time by looking at F1 news then? Yeah, I probably did. F1 news, yeah, so 17. That probably did it. So 18th. Okay, so 18th. Alright, we're gonna go back to the 18th. That was 10 days ago. Okay, let's go all the way back. But yeah, that's plan for today's stream. Just scroll through Discord, look at everything that's happened over the last 10 days. As well as everything that comes out from Miami today. But yeah, valid crash out. I know sometimes you just have to crash out and people being dumb. You know what I mean? That's really good. Really good. Wearing a McLaren shirt right now in the Golf All colors. I was gonna wear my yellow Rebel shirt for the VCarb yellow livery. Oh my god, how are we only on 25th? Have I not been scrolling this whole time? I wish you could like search. Actually, I know what it. The fuck? I know what an easier thing to do is. Let me just search my name and then go back to the 20. What was it? Wait, what day am I going back to again? The 18th? From user Ponden. Yeah, this is the better way to do it. Because then I need to scroll through, and then they need to add tabs. Okay, 18th. No, I need to find something in the F1 chat. What a book. Oh, there you go. Okay, did I look at this on stream? I think I looked at that on stream. Yeah. 6, 7, 6, 7. Yep. Looked at that. Okay. So we're up to around here. I think we looked at that. Girl, you got me crazy. 18th. Okay, we're probably up to around here, right? 19th. Maybe just go from here. Yeah, okay, I think we're around here. All right, so we're throwing it back to the 19th of April to cover all the news that's happened in the last 10 days. Let's do it. Anything but searching for message from April 19th and jump into the message. What do you mean? Honestly, the yellow V card. Yeah, hopefully it drops hopefully either today or tomorrow. 11 great months, one more until 1 year. Hell yeah. V-carb cap. Wait, V-carb. Oh, you're talking about TK Maxx. I thought you were saying that they released the V-carb cap. Bro, there's a seagull streaming today. That's me. Anything but searching for... Wait, I read that. What's wrong with me? I can't stream. All right, let's get into it. Verstappen Racing wanted to avoid BOP. Speaking of Viaplay, Verstappen explains that his team did not allow him to drive in top qualifying. No, they didn't want to put me in the car. I said, fine, but it's all good. The Dutchman begins. The reason for this seems clear. In the event of a large difference, the organizers could potentially apply the balanced performance rules and slow the car down for the 24-hour race. For Verstappen 2, the focus is entirely on that race. We have to be faster than 24 hours. What does that mean? I half understand BOP. I get what BOP is and why it's implemented. I don't understand how it's implemented, though. So, like, what? Did they just purposely throw the race, essentially, to get better BOP? I'm confused. Someone explain. Sargent is back in WEC. Yeah. Is he racing this weekend? Or did he race last weekend? Sandbag? That's what I mean. Like, are they basically sandbagging? Is that the vibe? Right. That's kind of that's kind of fucky. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm sick. My housemate got me sick. I feel okay today, but I can feel it. I felt it coming 2 days ago, and it's not good. It didn't get bad yesterday, and it's gotten a little bit worse today, but it's not like bad. So I'm really hoping like stick to the ginger juice today. Keep up with the tablets. It should be gone by tomorrow. Hopefully. Valtteri Bottas and Danny Rick TG are together at... Why are we typing together TG, man? Are we even real? Okay. TG at Coachella was not on my 2026 bingo card. I can't lie. Cute. That's cool. They're hanging out together. Love that. Which one do I get? I can't decide. Guys, which one does he get? Does he get Haas or Red Bull? I feel like that's a pretty easy answer, Nightel. I think that's a pretty easy answer. McLaren team principal Andreas Taylor knows... Well, no. Jos Verstappen replied saying, because they're offering him a lot of money. Yeah, sometimes it is just that simple. You know what I mean? There's no drama. There's no beef. It's just he got offered more money. So he's moving teams. Not that hard. Yes, after the news that happened at the Nürburgring, there was another incident at the FIA Codesa Rally Championship. The FIA is deeply saddened by the tragic incident that occurred today during round 2 of the FIA Codesa Rally Championship at Rally Sudamericano Mina Clavero, in which one spectator lost their life and 2 others were injured. We extend our deepest sympathies and sincere condolences to the family and loved ones of the deceased, and our thoughts remain with all those injured and affected. We thank the emergency services and medical teams for the rapid response. The FIA will provide its full support to the organizers of the rally and the relevant local authorities in their investigation into the incident. Okay, so I read this, and I don't want to get controversial, but I'm just going to give my opinion, right? Maybe you people don't agree with me, but whatever. I read this and I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Another fucking motorsport incident? Like, that's so sad. And it is sad. But then I watched the footage. There's a video of it that's happening. That happened. And I'm kind of like, if you choose to do what those spectators were doing, like, you are taking a risk. Like, you are standing next to a track, literally this far away from where the car goes, right? Basically on a racing line. The rally car comes round the corner, flips, and goes straight into the spectators. Everyone dives out of the way. Like, one lady like jumps out of the way. She breaks her ankle on her fall, and then like 2 people get squished. And it's obviously fucking sad. Like that. You know, you just go out day out, go to watch this rally event. But like, I'm sorry, but like, you're standing in the line of fire, and whether the car flips, the car loses control, it slightly goes wide, you're getting hit. And I'm sorry, but like, if you choose to stand there, like, that's almost like bound to happen. And the thing that I'm kind of confused about is like, okay, as a spectator, you go to this event and you choose to do that, right? Like, if you choose to go skydiving, you know there's a risk that your parachute doesn't pull. And, you know, that's a risk you take when you go parachuting. Or, you know, like, there's so many times in your life where you take a risk. And, like, this is one of those moments where it's, like, pretty risky to stand next to a rally track. But the chance of a rally car going off track is maybe low. Maybe watching the clip, you could argue it's quite high given the way it happened. But, like, you know, these are trained professionals. These are professional cars. Whatever. What I don't get is, like, how the FIA lets people stand there. You know what I mean? Like I've never been to a rally event. I don't get how rally events work, but I see all these amazing clips online of like rally cars getting really close to the fans and stuff like that. Is it the FIA? Do they just go stand where you want? If you get hit, you get hit. Or is it their job to manage where people go? Because if it's their job to manage where people go, why the fuck was there so many people standing there? And if it's not their responsibility and they just tell spectators stand where you want, then I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It just confuses me, man. It just confuses me. Like again, it's sad, and I don't want to be controversial because, you know, obviously someone, you know, lost their life. But like at the same time, like, I just watched the clip and I'm like, are we fucking stupid? Are we stupid, bro? Like, why are we standing there? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, you maybe, you know, you went into it knowing that risk, and that's sad. But at the same time, like, I don't know, it was just such a weird corner to stand on. Like, one little mistake. I mean, obviously the car rolled, which didn't help, but like one little mistake and like you're getting hit. Aaron Weber, thank you so much for the follow. If he's too fast on previous quali, their car will get BOP. That's what I meant. So wouldn't you just throw the quali then? If Max was too good, the officials would be like, the Merc is overpowered, even though it's mainly Max's talent that brings up the speed, you reckon? Sarden was in last week and he's in next week too for work. How did he do last week? Good for GP. I didn't know this either. I saw that video. It was insane. Yeah, it was just on Instagram. Like, I don't even know how it was on Instagram. These people were standing right next to it. Which rally IRL? Watch rally IRL. Watching rally IRL is a big risk. That one girl breaking her leg, yeah, that was tough. Like, she got out of the way and then just landed on her fucking ankle. Where they stood as stupid doesn't take away from the tragedy. Sad, but I agree. People need to think more. Rally spectators do that a lot, sadly. Yeah. It's every rally stage, unfortunately. I always think back to the rally games with the spectators standing in front of the cars long, and the closer you get to them, they jump back. But they also fuck up the driver. You can't police the middle of nowhere. Right. I mean, you'd think people would have common sense. So that's what I mean. So how does it work? Like, is it FIA's responsibility to look after those fans? Or is it kind of like when you buy a ticket, you kind of like sign like, I am of the responsibility of myself to look after myself with these cars flying by? You know what I mean? Because, like, obviously, this is the way I see it. In Formula 1, they're so protective. Fans, marshals, and the drivers. And then I watch Rally, and it looks like they don't give a fuck. And then they put out a statement like this, and it's like, well, what were you doing? What were you doing? Because I see fans standing on a racing line in a pretty critical zone, and were you doing anything? I don't get Not always let it like that. People move back to the bad places after the course cars go past. FI rallying has a lot less marshals compared to local motor club events. I'm a rally marshal, non-FIA, but it is up to the spectators to proceed with caution to where they spectate. Right, yeah, the video is everywhere on Twitter too. Not really, it's such a huge area they can't police it all. I think they just expect people to use common sense, right? It's no better than a car takeover in the middle of an intersection, right? Yeah, yeah. I guess that's the way you've got to look at it, right? Is if I'm walking down the street, I guess that's the way you got to look at it, is if I'm walking down the street, let's say like in a intersection, I just got my McDonald's, got my bag, walking down the street, right? It's not my fault if I'm just walking down a footpath and a car loses control and hits me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just walking down the street. I guess it's different though, because like this is a motorsport series and you know that these cars are flying. I guess you could look at it both ways. You could look at it that way of like, you know, these guys were just spectating and they don't expect the cars to roll and go off track. So they're just, you know, they're just standing there and then they get hit and it's really unlucky. Or you could look at it as like, well, you are choosing to stand next to a live track with cars that are pushing the limits. So yeah, I mean, either way, it's sad. You never want that to happen. And like, you know, I think it's really scary, like looking at stuff like this and being like, damn, if I went to a rally event, like where would I stand, man? Where would I stand? Because from the sounds of it, the FIA don't really like have like safe zones. It's kind of like you figure it out yourself. You know what I mean? I think they just expect people to use common sense. It's no better than it. Wait, I read that. Sargent's car 88 got 8th. That's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. Anyways, moving on. That is tough. Let's hope that things get better there. But also at the same time, don't get too protected that it ruins the kind of vibe that rally's built up for years of like real like close to the action kind of feel. Not racing in MotoGP. Oh, thanks for that one. Arsenal today. You guys get Arsenal. F1 the Movies 2025 star Logan Sargent makes his WEC debut. Okay. We saw Jensen Button driving all 3 Brawns at Goodwood Members Club with Ross Brawn there last week, which was pretty cool. Ooh, have we got a video of it? Let's watch the video. That's 11 minutes. Okay, we might watch this another time then. Me. Remaining Sundays until F1's return. 1. Oh, it's a photo. This livery was so hard, man. Like, we don't need any more black liveries on the grid, but for a black stealth livery, that livery was so good. The difference in front row starts between Senna, Verstappen, and Prost is only 1. Ed and Senna with 86, and then Prost and Verstappen with 85, so Max is going to pass both of them. Totable says he would be surprised and disappointed if a duo shakes up the fight at the front of F1. The principle of a duo was to allow teams that were on the back foot to catch up, but not leapfrog. We'll see what happens. The April break enters another week. It's not done. F1 podiums, but drivers get progressively younger. We'll watch that at some point. According to Helmut Marko, Red Bull have brought in a replacement from Ferrari for GP in 2028. Okay. No, that's a troll, right? No, that's Scuderia Femboy. We trust her. Damn. Downgrading. How are we downgrading from GP to Ferrari? One sec, I just need to blow my nose. Hopefully it's the guy Lewis was going to change to from a plan. He seemed to have kept the interim engine out. Imagine it's a Dami, bro. Imagine it's a Dami. That'd be pretty good. Alright. GG. We are checking pandemic will come to Red Bull. Max front row not happening this season, you reckon? Sup, Rossimus Prime? Good to see you, dude. WRC has very strict safe zones. These local rallies don't care that much. Right. Okay. You'd stand behind a tree, yeah. Even then, you need a pretty heavy tree, right? Today's meeting resulted in unanimous vote in favor of changes for Miami. These changes are still unknown. Interesting. FIA President Mohammed bin Salman has issued a statement after a high-level meeting over the changes. Okay, I guess if you scroll down, yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, so the changes. I haven't even looked into this yet. I wanted to save it for the stream. The Sure's 1.5 package is real. Ferrari will bring a lighter, heavier, updated SF26 to its Monza filming day ahead of Miami, with Leclerc set to drive first. Okay, dude. Practice 1 in Miami, 90-minute session, by the way, extended from 30 minutes to, 60 minutes to 90 minutes. But only 1 practice session. This weekend's gonna be so fucking juicy. Okay, so these are the changes. The FIA has confirmed agreed regulation tweaks from Miami. Reduction in recharge limit from 8 to 7. So I keep asking this on stream, and I still don't remember the answer. Wait. A lighter, heavily updated, not heavier. Did I say heavier? My bad. Reduction in recharge limit from 8 to 7. So why does limiting the recharge help? Because wouldn't you want the cars to recharge better? Because if they recharged more in every corner, wouldn't that be better? Why is limiting the recharge good? Someone explain. Less to recharge, so recharge is quicker. Oh, so they're limiting the cap. They're limiting the capacity. No. They're limiting how much they can recharge in a lap? It's extracting more power per second. Okay, I think I understand. Plus increase in superclip power to 350 kilowatts. What does that mean? I thought superclip was the definition of when the car clipped its max battery output. What does that mean? Superclip power to 350. They're talking about power level. What the fuck is some 90s anime? Super clipping recharging faster. The MJ is the capacity, the kilowatt is the speed. Okay. Both designed to mean less time harvesting, encouraging more flat out qualifying laps. Boost capped at plus 150 kilowatts. MGUK deployment limited to 250 kilowatts in some parts of the lap to try and reduce excessive closing speeds. A new lower power detection system developed for race starts that will see automatic MGUK deployment on slow getaways to test in Miami. So basically they said fuck you to Ferrari here, right? Anyways, I don't know what a lot of this means in the grand scheme of things, but look, changes are good. I think the regs are absolutely poo-poo at the moment in race, specifically in qualifying. Let's see if this solves a problem. I actually had a dream, I think it was last night, that F1 was like fixed. Like I watched a qualifying lap and it felt like a qualifying lap again. And I watched a race and we still had all the entertainment from China and Australia, but like it was actually like, it actually felt good. So let's hope that dream becomes reality because we need that. We need that. But yeah, I feel bad for Ferrari in this one if that's the case, where they're making the starts easier for everyone when, you know, Ferrari clearly made a car that was capable of being able to start. I think it's a bit stupid, personally. I thought less time harvesting, more power when super limit. I don't know, man. Pint of Stella, sir. That recharge. You got some beat stir. Good to see you, dude. It was great to catch up the other night. Hope the rest of your travels are going well. MIK. If only someone could have predicted this. Alex Gillen's video of trying the changes out in the F1 game has an explanation at the start. It sort of helped me understand. Okay, maybe watch that then. Yeah, the last one is basically we can't have the problem of slow cars on the grid. Did Max win in your dreams? I actually can't remember. Dreamt of V10s and refueling? No. That's not a dream. That's well, actually that is probably a dream. Then they put out the official post. Formula 1 driver tests viral TikTok hacks. Okay, we're gonna need to watch that at some point. Lando Norris won the World Breakthrough of the Year award at the, how do you pronounce that? Loris Sports Awards. Well done, Lando. Obviously, breakthrough, I mean, means like, I think they have their first big championship or like first big win. You know, yeah. Much deserved, obviously. You know, he's been going at it for a few years now. I'd probably say it was the biggest breakthrough story of 2026. Actually, should we look at the nominees? Let's have a look at the nominees. Loris Sport 2026. 2025? No, 2026. Nominees and winners. How do I look it up? Hello? Cookies. Oh my god. Glorious. Hello? It wants me to click a cookie, but there's no cookie to click. There we go. Fuck me. Okay, so here we go. Let's go for the bottom. All right, Laureus Sport for Good Award. I don't know what any of that is. Action Sports Person of the Year. So we had Diego Dora, Killian Jornet, Chloe Kim, Racer Liao, Molly Picklum, and Tom Pidcock. Well, some interesting names there. We got Dora, Picklum, Pidcock. Yeah, I don't know any of those people. Sorry. World Sports Person of the Year with a disability. How does bro swim? What the fuck? That's kind of crazy. Okay, Comeback of the Year. So we had Amanda Anisimova, is pronounced it. Egan Bernal. And then Rory McIlroy won in golf. What did he win for? Didn't he literally just win? Did he win for the event that literally happened like the week before the awards? Rojas, Williamson, and then Yates. Wait, you're telling me he won for the Masters the week before the event? Was it a last minute nominee? How does that work? What? He just won the Masters. Yeah, but what did he win this for? Yeah, I'm butchering a lot of names, sorry. Question for the philosophers. How does one harvest without slowing? Just by breaking the corners normally. He won the Masters twice in a row. Now, right. Click it, will probably say. I think it's comebacks in the Masters, right? Right. All right, and then breakthrough of the year. So we had Dowie. We had Fonseca, Gilgius Alexander, Luke Littler. Wait, why was Luke Littler nominated? What? I thought he won the year before that. Oh no, it was early 2025, wasn't it? Okay, so makes sense. And then Lando, and then you. I mean, I can't comment on anyone else, but yeah, I guess you could argue like Luke actually had like an amazing run. But I guess Lando, F1's just a bigger sport, maybe. Why he won it. Anyways, World Team of the Year. So we had the England Women's Football Team, European Ryder Cup Team, India Women's Cricket Team, McLaren MasterCard Formula 1 Team, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Paris Saint-Germain. Do you think they deserved it? Do you think PSG won? Deserved it? Again, like, I don't, like, I know sports, but I don't, like, I don't know. Yeah, Luke is only like 12 years old. Without a doubt. Okay. I'll take you guys' word for it. Sportswoman of the Year. We had Bonmati, Jefferson Wooden, Kipiogon, Ledecky, McLaughlin Leverin, and then Sabalenka. I only know Ledecky and Sabalenka there, so. Europe. And then World Sportsman of the Year. So we had Alcaraz, Dembele. Really? Dembele? Duplantis, Marc Marquez, Pogacar, and Sinner. So we had 2 tennis players. I mean, obviously Mondo is insane, just consistently breaking world records. Like, from an athlete standpoint, like, I don't think there's a more dominant athlete in the world right now than Mondo Duplantis. Like, no one can beat him. He's breaking his own records every single event. But obviously, he has much less competition than, say, Alcaraz. And I think this is what is so annoying sometimes about sports is, like, you could be the greatest, most dominant athlete in the world, but because the people you're competing against aren't as good, you're not seen as much of a GOAT. Does that make sense? Like, Mondo Duplantis, right? Like he's just the best pole vaulter probably ever. And, like, but, like, he's just dominating everyone. Whereas, like, you could be not mid, but you could be, like, a great tennis player, but you're not, like, a legend, but you're going up against, like, top-tier players, but you're seen as higher up the pedestal because you're going, you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you think Alcaraz deserved it? I mean, he had an amazing year. I can't believe Dembele, really, is the only footballer there. Lance Stroll snubbed. I'd go Duplantis on this. Mondo 2. Why isn't Lance Stroll here? Breaking them by small margins so he gets the bonus every single time. Yeah, tennis is OP. Pole vault is super competitive. So many jumping over 6 meters. It's just that Mondo is an alien. Mark was goated last year. One Ballon d'Or or last year, so I guess right. Anyways, that's the Loris World Sports. Can we have some easier names to pronounce, please? Oh, like some of these names, man. Some of these names. No, they got cool names though. So much better than James. LeBron James. Mark was goated last year. Wait, this is really off topic, but do you see the London Marathon world record got broke? Yes. I think I put it in this chat here. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Okay, we're off topic of F1 real quick. Off topic of F1. But we had the London Marathon on the weekend. I didn't go into the city for it. I actually wish I did now. I would love to do a marathon one day, specifically the London Marathon. So for people who don't know, the 2-hour mark, the 2-hour barrier in a marathon. So a marathon is 42 kilometers, right? So like, I wouldn't really understand this before I got into running. So a marathon is 42 kilometers long, right? And no one's ever broken a marathon in 2 hours in a marathon setting. Obviously we had, oh fuck. Who was it? Who was it that broke it in the like non-marathon setting? What was his name? That wasn't Kipchoge, yeah. Kipchoge. So 6 years ago, Eliud Kipchoge broke it in a non-marathon setting. So basically what happened was he had pacers running with him. So people running with him to set the pace. He was using, I believe, I could be wrong, illegal shoes, like shoes out of the marathon running like regulations. And also, I think at some points as well, a car to slipstream. And also the most flattest track ever, right? And he broke it. He broke the 2 hour for the first time ever. But again, not in actual regulation. Not in actual marathon regulation. This was just a, let's see if we can have a human break the 2 hour mark using as much tech and stuff as possible, right? And he pulled it off. This was insane. This was 6 years ago. This weekend, we had the first person break it in a normal competition using normal marathon shoes on a normal marathon track. No paces, no fucking slipstream car. Absolutely insane. But you know what's even crazier? This man right here also did it. 2 people broke the 2 hour marathon record. And actually, fun fact, 3 people broke the world record. 2 people broke 2 hours. 3 people broke the world record. Imagine breaking the world record and you get third. Imagine breaking the world record and you come third, bro. I would be pissed. I would be fucking pissed. Anyways.
I wonder how aware he is of it.
Absolutely insane, man.
It is quite sensational.
He didn't just beat it, he absolutely dominated as well.
London Marathon champion, world record holder, first man inside 2 hours, and he has smashed it.
Mad.
Wow, I just can't believe what we're witnessing. It's like
and then 2.
The previous world record, but 2 men under 2.
And the crazy thing is, right? People don't understand how crazy this is, right? You have to run. For me, that's sprinting. He basically sprinted. If I sprinted, I would be able to keep up with him. He's been running at like sprinting pace for 2 hours. Insane, man. Absolutely insane. Real quick, my chat just died. I don't know what the fuck's happening, bro.
What a run it's been from him.
I need to open up Twitch chat again.
He too stands every chance of breaking that 2 hour
yeah, being able to last for 2 hours is crazy.
On his way
Lasting at that pace is insane.
to breaking the world record
Once I'm just getting Twitch
and
chat back up again
ducking
because it crashed.
inside 2 hours for the first time.
I need to show you a comparison, like running at Kipchoge pace, just to show you, right? This is how quick you need to run for 2 hours to break sub 2 hours. How fucked is that? It is actually fucked how quick you need to run. And like, keep in mind, like, you're not just running like that for like, oh, I run like that for 10 minutes and then stop. No, you're running at that pace for 2 whole hours. It's insane, man. It's insane. Anyways, sorry. Enough about running, but I just thought that was absolutely insane that that record got broken without needing all the extra crap. They had doctors alongside him on bikes. Like, he spent like $10 million here. Yeah, worth it though. Worth it. Was unbeaten for 6 years. This marathon had 2 people do it sub 2, right? Yeah, 2 sub 2. 3 people broke the world record. Dude, imagine that though. Imagine you break the world record against third. Were they all using Adidas? I would have died running 1K. Was it one of their first? Yeah, the guy who came second was his first marathon. But how does that work? Is he like a long distance runner, just never done a marathon? Like, how does that work? Mr. Start, is the new regs they abandoning the engines altogether? No, young boss, no. Cadillac revealed special Miami livery. Yes, we looked at the start of today's stream. Go to 7. It's like 4:30 each mile. Yeah, his average is 4 minutes per kilometer. Yeah, that's fucked. Send his shoe in medium. Wait, how do I do this? Oh, like that. I don't want to open up the tag because then I'll lose where I was at. Oh, so he's using the, yeah. He was using the Evo, whatever the fuck they're called. Damn, these shoes were already so popular in the running world. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna buy these instead of the On shoes that I bought. But I thought they looked ugly. I feel like the stripe's too big. So I didn't buy these. Purely off of looks. If they just made the stripes smaller, this would actually be such a nice looking shoe. Fastest, lightest ever. Evo SLs. Oh yeah, true. The Evo SLs is what I'm talking about, but still. Yeah, we looked at the Miami livery already. Jocken, how's it going though, dude? Also, Woody, good to see you, man. Sorry, just catch up on some of the stuff I missed in chat. My chat died there for a sec. LeBron winning ring 5 and retiring. The first European to finish this marathon lives only 20 minutes away from me in Kilkenny, Ireland. Wait, yeah, so can someone explain to me, the guy who finished second, he's never run a marathon before. How does that work? Everyone has their medals out in London yesterday. Yeah, I was walking home and someone just got off the tube stop on Sunday with their medal on. You low-key just want to give them a congratulations. But I've signed up. I've entered in the 2027 ballot. I didn't get in last year or this year. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. I really want to do a London Marathon. It's on my bucket list. I'm trying to get into my running, and I feel like if I got accepted into a marathon, I'd actually train. So I really want to do it. I think it would be a dream. That part where you come over Tower Bridge, like everyone cheering you on, like I think it would be such a surreal experience. So yeah, I would love to do a marathon one day, specifically the London Marathon. I think I'd love to do London and New York. I think those 2 cities and just like marathons in general, I'd love to do. So let's hope I get accepted in the ballot. But it's so hard. I think you got like a 1 in 40? Was it 1 in 40 or 1 in 400 chance of getting accepted? Because I think it's like 400,000 people sign up and there's 50 spots in the marathon. 50,000 spots, sorry. Just take photos on the website now though. Oh, for the Cadillac livery. You can get some free things if you bought your medal. Really? I actually streamed it last year. Wait, did you actually stream the full London Marathon? That's pretty cool. I could stream it, but I think if I'm going to do my... some things I'm just like, I don't want to turn into content. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy doing it. Come for the Singapore Marathon. I've only been to the Manchester Marathon. Well, the Manchester Marathon I could sign up for, but I was like, I don't want to sign up for the Manchester Marathon, pay £100, and then I get accepted into the London one. So, I don't know. Tell Gemma to stop ignoring me. Who's Gemma, bro? All right, continuing on with the Discord news. According to Racing News 365, so trustable, all current and recent drivers and teams are being investigated by the Italian Ministry of Economy Police. Foreign athletes are required to pay tax on the income attained while racing in Italy. So now the drivers are being investigated to know if the taxes were properly paid. Apparently going back multiple years, the drivers were contacted by letter, and if the unpaid amount of taxes exceed 550k, it's considered a criminal offense. Yeah, this is weird. I don't get this. How you can be an athlete who lives in a country, has their business or their team and whatever set up in a certain country, but you travel the world to compete. And then you have to pay tax to that country. The same thing in Australia. I think in that Kim Illman video we watched, Kim Illman said how like the drivers leave Melbourne early so they don't spend an extra day getting taxed in Melbourne. So I guess it's the same with Italy. So weird, man. Can someone give me the rundown? Come for the Comrades Marathon in South Africa. Forgot about this. Eat the rich. This is so funny. Because you earn money by working in Italy, so you need to pay tax if you earn money there. If you make money in a certain country, they can tax you. But, like, how are you earning money in that country if you're just competing there? I don't get that. Like, they're technically not... like, the drivers aren't earning money. Am I wrong? The drivers aren't earning money in Italy. They're earning money and then competing in Italy. F1's earning money in Italy. But the drivers aren't earning money in Italy. The drivers are on a base salary and they compete around the world. They'll work in the country. They're going there for 4 days. Are they not on contracts that have nothing to do with where the races are? Yeah, exactly. I don't get this. Competing equals working. People would take tickets there to see them perform. But no, they're not watching them perform. They're paying tickets to F1. It's just dumb. I'm sorry. It's dumb. Race win bonus, etc. Italy should be more worried about qualifying for the World Cup. True. I think it's dumb that an athlete gets taxed for the country that they compete in for one event. If you're a footballer who plays in Italy and you play for an Italian club, yes, you should pay fucking Italian tax, obviously. But if you're a world championship like F1 and you go there for 4 days... What? That's so complicated. That is so fucking complicated, bro. Anyways. It's too hard. It's too hard. Most drivers live in Monaco with no tax. Italy is a NATO country, so that's tax erosion. It's stupid. To be fair, if you're a boxer and half your money is ticket sales, sure, but this, I don't know. That's what I mean. I think it's just... My point is, I don't get me wrong. People need to be taxed. And, like, I can't, I mean, it's a whole fucking conversation for another day. But, like, I just think that's so complicated. Like, taxing drivers who are there for 4 days when they're not even Italian, a part of anything Italian. They're just there for 4 days to compete. Like, isn't that what a visa's for? To get them permission to be able to compete? I don't fucking know. Anyways, whack. With the 2026 rules changes, make some things better? Yes. Are they going to answer all of F1's problems? Certainly not. F1 2026 subplot. Why is Arvid on the outside, bro? Because he hasn't raced there yet, I guess. Tax problem in the Formula 1 board. Italian authorities are investigating whether drivers paid tax on income earned from races in Italy and are now retroactively chasing payments. Drivers will reportedly be contacted to file tax returns with potential legal and financial consequences if anything is owed. And if unpaid tax goes over 50k, it can actually become a criminal offense. So whack. So whack. What the hell is this?
5 things. Oh, goodness. 5 things I would do if I wasn't a driver. I think I'd be a farmer. So driving my tractor. Bit of wheel spin. Oh, look at that. Ploughing my field. Cleaning my tractor. Cleaning my tools.
What? Bro, it's so random. This is actually crazy. Having no power over what you answer in an interview, even if you want to answer the question, and prohibiting driver on speaking on the regulations and other drivers is crazy work. A few hours earlier, I'd been sent a message saying that Norris's management did not want me to ask about his friendship and rivalry with Max Verstappen and George Russell, or about the new F1 regulations. Norris has said before that the changes are dangerous, and we've come from the best cars ever made in Formula 1 and the nicest to drive to probably the worst. It sucks. I pushed back, saying it is essential to ask Norris a few questions about the regulation shakeup. With 10 minutes left of the interview, I asked about the regulations. Ooh, risky. Norris's manager is not with us in person, but a phone has been placed on the table. His disembodied voice suddenly crackles from it and stresses that there can be no questions about the subject. His sole interjection during the interview. I turned to Norris and underlined the importance of the issue. A young representative of the management team in the room with us steps closer to say, we're done with time. I asked Norris if he could spare the additional 10 minutes I'd been promised. He looks embarrassed and says, I'm not the boss. Norris is the world champion and his management company work for him. And when I protest, he says, that's fine. I'm happy to answer that question. No, says a representative in the room. Norris smiles awkwardly as he again says, I'm not the boss. This muzzling of Norris is at odds with his open nature and the fact that McLaren allow him to be available for uncensored media engagements every race week. We discuss a few other subjects, including the fact that the next Grand Prix is a week on Sunday in Miami, where Norris recorded his emotional first F1 victory. But is it possible to catch Mercedes this season? That's whack. That's whack. I mean, yeah, obviously it seems like it's not a Norris problem. And I guess Norris's management is at... I wonder who this is, right? Because Norris's management wants to do what's best for Norris. And if Norris pays his management to manage him, then Norris can say, no, I want to talk about this stuff. So it's not a Norris problem. So why is Norris's management limiting what he can say? I guess it's McLaren. McLaren are telling him not to. But why would McLaren care if Lando talks about F1 regs? So is F1 holding F1 teams accountable, and then F1 teams have to hold the drivers and the management accountable? That's the only way I can see it, because I don't see why in this case Norris's management or McLaren would care about this. So I guess it is just like I don't know. I think everyone's just so scared of F1 at the moment that they don't want to do anything wrong. But yeah, that's sad, man. Part of me wants to say shout out this journalist for kind of pressing the issue, but at the same time, like, come on, man. You got told not to ask questions. You still asked a question. Then they said no, and you still asked the question. And then they said no, and you still asked. And it's just like, I don't know. He's definitely got to be working with Lando or McLaren again, that's for sure. Fry's equipment has arrived at Monza for the filming day. The withdrawal levels. Outstanding penalty. Plus 23 days without Formula 1. Okay. We were having a peaceful break until the last 24 hours brought rule changes. Drivers facing tax clampdown by the Italian authorities. Now, Norris barred from answering questions about his rivals for all the regulations. Prostitution network uncovered involving a Formula 1 driver, not necessarily from the grid. What? A luxury prostitution network involving 50 Serie A footballers and an F1 driver has been uncovered, with 4 arrests made. About 100 girls were involved in the network, which the agency charged 50% per client. Is this real? It is virtually impossible to be a current F1 driver. They were all in Bahrain for pre-season testing. It's 6 hours each way to Milan, so it's borderline impossible to be a current driver on the grid. What does that mean, though? A luxury prostitution network. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Escorts? So paying for sex. They were pimp after F1. Exit was up there. Lucky girls involved in human trafficking. Right, I don't get this shit. It means he went to a private club with benefits. And that's illegal in Italy, I take it then? Former F1 driver, too hard to guess. I guess it'll probably come out at some point. I saw people speculating about fucking Kimmy with this. He paid for a service with no tax. Prostitution is illegal in most countries. If there's pimps, probably illegal. Sex trafficking is illegal everywhere. It didn't say sex trafficking. It says prostitution. I don't know, there's too many big words. I don't understand the meaning of all of them. But still, that's kind of crazy. I just don't get this, man. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how this stuff happens. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Nothing but zero. Thank you for the follow. Whack. Max dropped new merch and it's a football jersey. Oh my god. That actually looks sick. Basically looks like the Dutch football jersey, but with Max's number, Max's logos, and a Dutch thing. That is actually really cool merch. I like that a lot. Can he get sued by the Netherlands football team? You don't get a lot of stuff on this topic, but you do have a lot to say on other stuff. Wait, you don't get a lot of stuff on this topic, but you do have a lot to say on other stuff. Wait, I can't tell if you're trolling or if that's a genuine message. I mean, if you want to cheat in discretion, escort are the best. Oh, how excited are you on the scale of 1 to 10 for the 2026 Formula Crypto Miami Grand Prix? I don't know. I feel like because F1's been gone for so long, I don't miss it because I don't know what I missed. Does that make sense? But then at the same time, like, I'm excited because F1's back. I think once like Friday kicks off, it will be like, okay, cool, we're back into the swing of things again. You know what I mean? That's a copy paste of the vintage Dutch kit. Yeah, looks so nice. Project is illegal in Italy when it is legal in Italy when it's only two people exchanging money. As soon as it's a club or there's a third party, it's illegal, right? I don't know. I don't understand all the terms and like and stuff like that, but I just don't like. I guess what I'm trying to say is just like with the when I hear all these like prostitution, like huge network stories and stuff like that, and like I hear like in this case Serie A footballers, right? Like, I'm just like, why though? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Serie A. How do you pronounce it? Serie A? I'm excited because McLaren are reportedly within touching distance of Mercedes. So we potentially now have 3 dogs to fight. I fucking hope, man. I fucking hope. People money get bored. Yeah. I guess my thing is just like, you're famous. Like, couldn't you just go to your like Instagram DMs and or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, why do something illegal? Is it Serie A, bro? Is it not Serie A? Anyways, since that fateful mid-season switch of 2016, Max Verstappen has been Red Bull racing through and through. No other driver comes close to his tally of races for the team. Wait, Vettel needed 113 races? Crazy. The disrespect in interviewing Lando for winning an award. He opens up to you about his mental health struggles, his relationship with the team, and his comeback, and ignore all that and make a headline about his management not letting you ask unrelated questions. I gotta agree with this a little bit. Don't get me wrong. Shout out the journalist for exposing that. But at the same time, like, you've now made the article about something else because it will get more clicks. Yeah. The Formula E Gen 4 has been unveiled. What do we think, guys? I've seen clips of this. It looks fucking good. It, both like visually and the way it drives. Acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 1.8 seconds. Top speeds of 335 kilometers an hour. Maximum power of 600 kilowatts. Regenerative capacity of 700 kilowatts. Formula E Gen 4. It looks so quick in some shots. Fuck. Is it pushing full out? Full out? It looks good. I feel like it drives good. Wait, where's the side? Where's that shot of someone standing by the side of the track? There's a shot somewhere of the car standing by the side of the track. Is it this? No. Yeah, this one. It looks quick,
Well,
man.
there it is. It's arrived. It's the gen.
It looks quick. It looks quick. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the races are like with this new car. You know, I'm already a fan of Formula E, but I think this is like going even in a better direction, which is nice. Why don't I open that? That's what's meant to be on. No, Mikey, no. Safer. Whatever the BYD to enter Formula E. Are they actually going to enter Formula E? I know they're in talks about trying to get into F1. They're fast as fuck. BYD broke the speed record for the fastest production car too. Wow. What's up, Venom? That looks good. How big are they now, though? They do look pretty big, don't they? This car is fire. I can't take them seriously with the little wee they make. What's up, April? How's it going? Formula E just got to race on some good tracks now. But the thing is, though, if Formula E raced on good tracks, then the cars wouldn't work as well as they do. Formula E need corners to be able to brake and regenerate the battery. So, yeah. Like look at the problem Formula 1 has right now. You know what I mean? It actually looks like a Formula car now. I like the Formula E productions, but the battery cars are boring as hell. What's ASL mean? Does that mean as hell? Wait, what do you mean you like Formula E productions, but the battery cars are boring? What do you mean by that? Formula E is literally a battery championship. How's it go though? Bert Trude on the stream. Better than F1. I wish for 65-35 splits. Min FIA grade B required for this gen though, right? Their shows are cool. You mean like what the production of the races? Looks great, looks fast, but really hate the sound. I don't mind an electric sound, to be honest. Like knowing knowing that it's an electric car, I don't mind. You know what I mean? I think it sounds cool. Am I weird? Also, Ponden, what's going on with the Merc? Have they actually got purple livery? They haven't got a purple livery, just purple suits, from what I can tell. We'll get to that news soon. But just if you are just tuning in, we're just looking at news from the last 10 days, and then we'll get into some news from Miami. We have looked at the Cadillac livery already at the start of today's stream. Apparently, this is from this year, but not any of the current drivers, as they were all in Bahrain at the time. Still a really disgusting case, especially knowing everything that was behind it. The company, which formerly operated as an event organizer, recruited young women, including professional escorts, some barely 18. Okay, that's fucked. Oh, they were 18. I thought other men before younger than 18. But still, and included them in exclusive parties at Milanese. Is that how you say Milan? What the fuck? Milanese clubs, including Panetta Milano, where in addition to the company throughout the evening, paid sexual services were offered in luxury hotels. An all-inclusive package costing thousands of euros included luxury clubs, hotels, and for some, even laughing gas. The laughter drug inhaled through a balloon. In the specific case of the Formula 1 driver, the conversation dates back to February 18, 2026. Matteo Grassi speaks with Praga Luz and explains, there's a Formula 1 driver friend of mine who's coming here to Milan tonight. He wants a girl to fuck for money. Can you find one? To which Praga Luz responds, I'll send him the Brazilian girl. At that point, Grassi concludes, okay then, if you have to earn something, make an agreement with the Brazilian girl. As stand in the order from other conversations, it clearly emerges that the escort receives money for sexual services. But it emerges that they were not paid directly by the client, but rather by the current suspects based on the total amount by the client to the organization. The girls were given envelopes of cash based on the services provided and the amount collected, with compensation varying between 70 or 100 euros per evening. That's fucked. 70 to 100 euros for an evening. It's fucking nothing. And how much are they probably pocketing? That's clapped. I wonder what driver it is, though. There's a Formula 1 driver friend of mine. Max Verstappen, the curse of number 3. Accident qualifying, P6 in the race. P9 in the sprint, DNF in the race. DSQ, P8, P39. Rough year for Max so far. Rough year. The first driver has been arrested. Isaac had just stopped by police in Monaco. No, that's a troll, right?
That's the sound of the police.
Okay, that's just trolling. What is this? Yeah, probably just something unrelated. Okay. Tomo, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Fabio, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for gifting the sub. Your 3rd sub on the stream. How are you, dude? Sorry, I missed that. Oh, no, it literally just came through. Thank you, Tomo. Also, JGK Anus. Thank you for the follow, man. Watching Formula E has always been a bit weird when you hear the carbon fiber crunching during the crashes. Yeah, true. You can really hear the cars scraping because the battery's so quiet. Chat, when is the next race after Miami? It'll be 2 weeks after. It will be Canada. Another sprint weekend with F1 Academy and F2. But we've got Nürburgring 24 hours before that. Scummy millionaires. You get what you pay for. Get on Hinge, man. Exactly why clubs are illegal. Trafficking people 100%. I bet it's not a current driver. Yeah, probably not a current driver. And I don't know, people were like, it must be Kimmy because it's Italian. And people were linking it to the crash that he had. But anyways. Moving on. Verstappen, after realizing he won't be driving the Red Bull shitbox anymore as he'll be in Italian jail. Okay. What is happening? Authorities launch investigation into all F1 drivers. What the fuck? Hey, can I copy your homework? Sure. Just make it look so different. It doesn't look like you just copied it. Sure thing. Wins. 11, 10. Second, 29, 28. Damn. The second driver curse. The second driver curse. Any rescheduling of Saudi or Bahrain? Bahrain's, I think, 100% being cancelled. Saudi, they're trying to schedule to the end of the year, but we've got no confirmation yet. I'm looking forward to the 24 hours more than F1. Not gonna lie. Yeah, same. I'm not gonna lie. Same. I think it's gonna be like a good switch up. And even from like a content perspective as well. Did we go over the VCARB teaser? Not yet. We're scrolling through. We're up to Wednesday last week. So we're still scrolling through. We've been live for an hour and a half so far. Hope the Red Bull upgrades actually work. Imagine, man. Breaking. Miami Grand Prix to be taken place in jail. Not look at that because it's an AI image. Ferrari on track doing a filming day. Okay, some of the stuff's outdated, so we'll just look at the odd post. But cut your video, bro. Wow, that was worth my time. Thank you. A special visit of our employees and families at the filming day here in Monza. Yeah, I didn't really think about this until Alpine did their little employee day at the track a few weeks ago. That, like, you know, there's 1,000 members at some of these big F1 teams, like Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Alpine. Like, they have so many members, and not a lot of them get to go to the track. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get to travel with the team to the track. So I like that they then invite the employees to the test days. I think that should be more common because I think it's crazy to think like you work on a car and you probably never get to see it out on track. Yeah. Not only Ferrari is doing a filming day today, Red Bull will be at Silverstone with Max Verstappen behind the wheel. There was a lot of testing going on, and we got to see the new Red Bull wing, Macarena wing, for the first time. A very skinny wing. Yeah, very interesting stuff. It's going to be so cool to see all the upgrades in Miami. Lewis staying warm any way he can in Monza.
Yeah.
Aren't they like 80 degrees? I guess he turned it down, right? What else we got? Let me just watch that. Harry Williams joins the McLaren driver development program. Let me guess. 20. He was. How old is he? He's going to be like. How old does he look? I can't tell if he's like 8 or if he's like 12. I'm going to guess he's 12, so that means he's a 2013 baby. Youngest boss man I've ever seen. How old is he? Wait, you guys guessing? I was going, Yannick, is he old enough to be on Twitch? Wait, he might not even be old enough to be on Twitch. True. Okay, let's Google his name. Harry Williams. Okay, the rugby player pops up. McLaren. Harry Williams. 11. So he was born in 2015. Bro! He didn't get to experience, like, prime... anything, man. We got a new exclusive Isaac Hedger interview. I believe if I'm good, I'm good. How long is this interview?
I'm here walking.
11 minutes. Might watch that at some point. Only 20k views? Damn. Zach Brown. We always trust Eric. What's Eric got to say? Zach Brown thinks that fans could tune out of if F1 teams don't operate independently. Mercedes has intent in a stake in Alpine. Brown has already been critical of A and B teams on multiple occasions. Not fair and gives others a financial sporting advantage. I was trying to find a way to roast him, but I mean, he's right, to be honest. Other than the fact that I think VCARB has been a massive positive for the sport, and I think my argument would be VCARB has been more of a positive for the sport than Haas, and I would even say Williams, not last year or last couple of years, but like if you look at the last 10 years, I feel like VCARB has been more of a good impact for the sport than Haas and Williams. And who's the other shit team? Oh, well, Sauber until Audi took over. So, yeah, I would rather a second team that's good and actually has, like, encourages drivers to, like, get into the sport and, like, giving them an opportunity and, like, be in A teams and, like, you know, I don't know. But at the same time, I would prefer a big manufacturer like Audi or Porsche, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I see both sides. I felt my knees crumble to dust seeing little bro. Bro's the same age as Black Ops 3. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, I've been waiting for a decent racing streamer to pop up. How long have you been doing this? I've been doing F1 content. I've been streaming since 2019. Been doing F1 content since like 2021. But yeah, we're live all the time, Bertrude, when F1's on. So many good storylines came from the existence of VCARB. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I honestly, 2023 was carried by Red Bull and VCARB, and like I just feel like even like the stuff VCARB's doing, like marketing. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm fucking biased, but I feel like, you know, they don't feel corporate. They feel like a fun team. I love, you know, like Max had his debut in VCARB, like the driver swaps between Red Bull. Like imagine F1 in the last few years without Red Bull or VCARB. Like it would be so much less drama, and so much less like, I don't know. Everyone's too big now to not allow major manufacturers and have and have secondary teams. No, that's what I mean. Like maybe nowadays, but before I think the B team was fine. Because imagine Mercedes had a B team all those years. They were dominating. Macarena will be in Miami. The redesigned Macarena rear wing, which Ferrari tested today during a filming day at Monza, worked well and will be used in Miami. Nice. Zach Brown on Max's future. What's bro got to waffle about?
To bring Max on the back of him. They said where he goes, sort of thing. I mean, it kind of, where else might he go if this is the best car, I suppose?
Well, from McLaren point of view, I couldn't be happier with Lando and Oscar. We have long-term agreements with them, and I think it's the greatest driver pairing on and off the track. So we have no intention of replacing any of our two superstars. You know, obviously, if one were to go away, then yeah, Max is a huge talent, but I'm not anticipating that. Where might he go? If I had to bet, I'd say to Mercedes.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a great answer. I think that's a fantastic answer. You know, I've got two drivers that I back, two drivers that I love on and off the track. If one of them leave, then I'll think about Max. I think it's a way better answer than what Toto's doing, where you've got two good drivers. I mean, you could obviously debate it with Kimi, and then you kind of like put this pressure on your drivers of like, if Max is available, I'm signing him. You'd be dumb not to sign Max, blah, blah. It's just like, bro, like back your drivers, man. Back your drivers. Come on. So I do respect Zach for realizing like he has 2 drivers. You don't need to make things complicated. Just stick to them. Like, realistically, like, let's be real. Let's be real here. What is the benefit of McLaren dropping one of their drivers to sign Max, or Mercedes dropping one of their drivers to sign Max, or Ferrari dropping one of their drivers to sign Max? What is the benefit? Because I think all 3 of those teams that I listed can win the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship with the lineup they have. Like, you know me, I fucking love Max. I think Max is the best driver in F1. He's a marketing powerhouse, but I don't really think you get that much of an advantage. Other than from a business standpoint, I don't think you get that much of an advantage signing Max to any of the top 3 teams. So my point with Toto is like, why put pressure on your drivers? Why put pressure on your drivers? Why change what's already working? Why? Okay, Kimi obviously is young. He's got less fans. He's got less experience. So, like, I would replace Kimi with Max if Max became available. But then you are just kind of throwing out the window your prospect that you've built up for a couple of years. But, like, I guess my point is, it's just like, you can win. I generally think Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren would win the Drivers and the Constructors' Championship with their lineup, whether it had Max in it or not. And you know I'm critical of Kimi, and you know I'm critical of Lewis. But I generally think they win the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship with or without Max. So I just don't see the point of these 3 big teams, specifically Mercedes. But the thing is, Toto doesn't want to swap Kimi for Max. He wants to swap George. What's that going to achieve, realistically? Like, okay, yes, you get Max fans supporting Merc. But are Max fans, like, let's be real, are Max fans going to support Merc, or are they going to support Max? Like, the second Max leaves, I don't think they're staying Mercedes fans. Where you're actually growing a Mercedes fan base at the moment with Kimi and Russell. And that's what I like about Zach, is he's just like, if one of our drivers leave, cool, I'll think about it. But, like, I've got 2 good drivers, great marketing, a great fan base. If you kick one of them out, you're going to lose fans. You know what I mean? And I like that McLaren have kind of always been like a fan-first team in that sense. Yeah. With this era, you could argue none other than his experience if he's not enjoying the sport. Kimi got Italy. Again, I love Max, but I think Max brings a lot of complications to a team. Like, you have to build the car around Max, and you know if you build the car around Max, you get a good car, but then what happens to your second driver? And, like, you know, Max is a very, I don't know if hothead's the right word, but, like, maybe diva's not the right word either, but, like, Max wants what he wants because he is the best on the grid. And I don't know. I feel like it just brings more complications to your team sometimes. I just realized you're nearing 47k followers. We just hit 46k, so we're close. We're a k away from 47k now. I don't want Max to be in any other team except Red Bull. I mean, yeah, same. Oscar's thoughts about the changes made to the regulations. Overall, he thinks they are a step in the right directions, but some unexpected situations will still happen, and how much things improve will depend on the circuit. There should be less super clipping with reducing the harvest limit, he told media including Crash.net. There definitely should be less in qualifying, and with the power of the super clip being increased, the time period will be less. I still need to go through all the details of all the rules because I need someone smarter than me to explain what's actually changed, but I think it's a step in the right direction for sure. The changes to the boost button, I think there will still be some quirks and situations that are a bit unexpected, but it's generally in the right direction. The harvest limit becoming a bit lower and having more flexibility is in the right direction. Piastri stressed that Miami won't necessarily provide the full picture as different issues have cropped up at venues sampled thus far in testing and races. I think we'll have to wait and see across a few different tracks, he said, and this is part of the regulations. We went to China, we didn't really have that many of these problems. We had some different problems which I think should be... Hello? What was that sound? I actually get PTSD every single time when noises like that happen. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what that was. I think we'll have to wait and see across a few different tracks, he said. Where was I up to? But then you go somewhere like Australia, Japan, and we have completely different set of problems. So we'll still chop and change a bit from circuit to circuit. But I think on the whole, it is in the right direction. How far it goes in addressing the problems, we'll have to wait and see until we get on track. The drivers that have claimed driver of the day around the Miami streets. Who cares? Formula One. Oh, big news. Turkey is back on the calendar. Forgot about this. Christopher Haase. And of course, then Max arrived. And there he went. Christopher's a true race himself. Love this guy. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. He's always, every single time there's a clip of him racing Max, he always posts on his Instagram story. I've been saying for 10 years, I don't like co-ownership. I don't like A and B teams, says Zach. Colton Herder on the latest Beyond the Grid podcast. What the fuck is that? I never want to see that again. Miami Pink introducing our new special edition caps. Cute. Actually, oh, that's actually really nice. I like that a lot. That is clean. Very clean. Just pink logo with the design underneath. Love it. Love it. Shout out Mercedes and Audi for releasing their merch in advance, so you actually have time to buy the merch and wear it during the Grand Prix weekend. Because VCARB are probably going to release their fucking jersey today/tomorrow. It's not going to arrive in time. So what's the point? Anyways, Audi special. Wait, is this Miami? Either way, they made like a football kit design. Really, really cool. Super clean. I like it. It's very retro feeling as well. F1 has not any problems, says its boss Stefano Domenicali as we grill him on the criticisms of the 2026 rules so far. Miami Grand Prix free practice 1 was extended to 90 minutes. I know some of this news is updated, but yes, I think it's a great addition to this weekend. I think, to be honest, I think every sprint weekend should have 90 minutes practice 1, not just Miami. But yeah, I think this is good because obviously we've had a 5-week break, so everyone's going to be rusty. We've got reg changes as well, and we've got a sprint weekend. I think 90 minutes for a free practice 1 is very good. I would even argue they should have done 2 hours or practice 1 sessions, but then we're getting too complicated there. Upgrades in China. We're in a really strong position at the moment, and usually Miami is the race where teams bring their first major upgrade. But with how the calendar has fallen this year, that is now moving to Montreal. Montreal is where we're going to maybe see a small shift. If anybody is to close the gap to us, we've got a bit in our pockets, and we're going to try and bring to Canada. But the sport is so complex. The new regulations are good and exciting racing, but it's really complicated for the drivers. And the FIA have done a good job to make that easier, but hopefully it keeps us on top. And as long as it does, I don't really care about the rest. This part was also very concerning. The race did an exceptional job pushing all the right questions during this interview. Oh, is it audio? I 100% am going to have a listen to this. Try not to fall asleep listening to it, but I think this would be very interesting to listen to.
And the good things that F1 was able to do it is to engage and to try, always to improve the things with the focus of the fans. Our focus are the fans. If we miss that, it will be just a technical exercise that is not really relevant for the vast majority of all people.
As you say, the focus is the fans, and it's difficult to measure this, isn't it? Because
no, it's not difficult.
It's difficult for some of us on the outside, let's say. Now, you'll argue quite correctly the social media reaction is not necessarily an entirely accurate barometer, to say the least. But obviously, you stated the majority of fans are positive about it. So let's see the evidence. What numbers can you give us, and where does that come from? Because that's at the heart of it, isn't it? You can say that's the case.
The heart is very simple.
You need to prove it.
It's very simple. You check it. Sold out every race.
This guy can't be fucking serious, bro. This guy can't be serious. Oh, Manchester United, Tottenham and Manchester United are actually playing good. They're actually good teams. Do you know why? Because they sell out the stadium every week. Bro, people will attend a Man United game, even if they're in fucking Division 2. They will go fucking watch because they're die-hard Manchester United fans. I'm a die-hard F1 fan. I'll go attend any Grand Prix, right? I don't fucking care. I'll go attend it. Am I going to attend it because I love F1 so much? It's my favorite season ever? Or am I attending it because I like F1? This guy, bro.
Because that...
Half the tickets were sold out at Grand Prix before this year the regs were even done. If you're judging how popular F1 is by the ticket sales, I'm sorry, next year you're going to have no ticket sales.
That's at the heart of it, isn't it? You can say that's the case.
The heart is very simple.
You need to prove it.
It's very simple. You check it. Sold out every race. first things that everyone with their eyes can see.
Tickets sold before this year, though, for the most part.
It's amazing. No. Even now, so far, it's all good. So
the data comes from the irrelevant ticket sales and his intuition pulled from inside of his posterior. Shocking. He's the worst. I can't stand anything. I saw it everywhere. It's pretty much like that last 5 to 10 years beside tracks like Vegas. He's either on copium or really trying hard for damage control. That's actually fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. That is delusion. That is either ego. That is either I don't know what the word is, where you're just so stuck in your ways, or that's like hard fucking copium, bro. That sucks. I like Stefano. I think he's done a lot of good for the sport, but the way he's handling these new regs, arrogance, yeah. The way he's handling these new regs is a fucking joke. Like, you know what I mean? Crazy. Lando talked about qualifying in 2026 and provided insights into the counterintuitive driving style of the 2026 cars. It's just the 2% more in qualifying, where you can be surprised to see someone on pole because he's taken those couple little risks, and that element has been kind of taken away. Those places where you're trying to push the high speed a little bit and you're really trying to fight the car, that kind of thing has been eliminated. The problem is sometimes, like we had in China and a couple other places, sometimes when you make a mistake, sometimes it benefits you because the battery gets saved in some other ways and then redeploys in a different place and you actually gain time. You know, in an ideal world, we just wouldn't have any of that. We still have to drive as quickly as we can. Within certain aspects, don't go on throttle here and don't go on throttle here, which is just not what you've ever done in a single seater or anything, really. I had it in Shanghai where the car gripped up a little bit more and I cracked open the throttle 5 to 10 meters earlier and it feels good as you see the delta coming down. But then you get into the straight and you just go slow. That doesn't feel good inside the car. You know, you're like, I did a better job here. I took that risk. I balanced the car. I felt like I was trying to find perfection. And then you just get paid with a silly penalty of going 10 kilometers per hour slow on the straight. You lose more than you ever gain. So that's the kind of thing that you have to kind of battle your inner qualifying fight for and learn about. So dumb. Yeah, this is the really skinny Macarena wing that Red Bull have going on. Wild. Red Bull's one goes so high. Too much Toto influence. Why does he sound like a politician bringing something up that's irrelevant? Yeah. Is he not talking about the sold out shows for next year though? Or is that not one of the sale yet? That's something I don't know what he's fucking waffling about, to be honest. Leo didn't want a picture of the moment, but Antoine did it anyway. Alex laughed at me for running into the window, playing my life at paddle. Leo saw a horse and didn't really know what to think. We raced a karting and I won. First victory of 2026. What the fuck? His Instagram post confused me. I love Le Mans. I love Le Mans, but the hypercars go through the Porsche curves at 30 or 40 kilometers faster than the GT3 cars. The speed differences are enormous. We've seen critical situations and massive accidents between those two different classes, and we still love it. This series exists with all of that. Bro, they're different classes. They're different. They're not racing each other. Formula 1 cars are racing each other. If you come up to a GT3 car, you go, oh, that's a GT3 car. It's going slower because it's a different car. In Formula 1, you don't know if the car's going full speed, juicing, harvesting, or not. Honestly, Toto's had some wild quotes this year, man. And it's pissing me off. Daily Mail. What is this? Red Boy Podcast spotted driving around Tesco car park in Bletchley.
7 in the morning. My God.
7 in the morning, man. 7 in the morning. So Verstappen said, this is cool to the Formula E Gen 4 cars. Apparently he messaged, who's it? Da Costa? Is it Da Costa? After they first got announced, being like, what's this dog shit? And then after he saw it on track, he messaged him saying, this is cool. Turkey. Macarena wing V1 versus V2. What's the difference? Oh, it's like a bit more inward. All right. Braking. Okay. How F1's urgent 2026 rules change will work in reality. We explain where cars will be slower, faster, and what actually works. I won't read all the posts. Then we had the Turkey stuff. Then it got leaked. And then we got confirmation. Next up, Formula One Miami. You know, we're going to be banging out the 3 Miami tunes this week. LMFAO. I'm in Miami, bitch. Will Smith, Miami, and the Pitbull Miami song on repeat. Alan McNish is the new racing director of Audi. Dude, there's actually a lot of big news. What is racing director? Is that Jonathan Wheatley's old job at Red Bull? What is racing director? Or is that team principal? A tactical bunny. Thank you for the follow. That pisses me off. Toto's FIA. Toto is FIA's best agent. We need Christian Horner to shit on Toto this year, man. That guy's waffling so much shit. Yeah. The F1 cars are allowed to drive on the streets. The new FE cars are generally sick, but I do think they sound more air-piercing, unfortunately. Wheeler was the sporting director. So what's a racing director? Is that just like another name for team principal? Red Bull's done an impressive job with this new engine, with the belief in the paddock that being that its ICE is as close to, if not ahead of Mercedes. That is crazy. If Red Bull have actually made a better engine than Mercedes, but the error is that bad, that is wild. And big shout out to Red Bull and Ford for getting it right. And then F1 did their own little tweet, a tease of Turkey. And then the news came out. What? Actually, that's still a tease. That is still a tease. And then it got confirmed. Istanbul Park to return to the F1 calendar for 2027. Where's the actual post? Here we go. Breaking. Turkish Grand Prix returns. Love this. Love the track. I've only watched 1 Turkish Grand Prix. 2 Turkish Grand Prix. Yeah, 2020 and 2021. 2 amazing races there. Great country as well. Obviously, you know, what is Turkey? European or Middle East? Not Middle East or Asian. Anyways, it's like that part of the world. You know, I think there's a big Turkish F1 fan base. I think that's going to be great for the sport, specifically just having a good track on the calendar. And a new track on the F1 game. Woo, 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 woo. So I'm excited for that. But looking at the calendars, looking at the contracts. So 2026 Zandvoort, we're not going to have this next year. Bye-bye. Vegas in 2027. So they had a 3-year deal and then a +10 contract. So we're going to see if F1 activate this +10 contract or if they bid off Vegas after 3 years. Because maybe F1 think, you know what? We've benefited we've benefited from the Vegas Grand Prix already for the 3 years we've been there. So, or is it 4 years we've been there? So we're not going to activate the 10-year clause. Or maybe they go, damn, this has been successful for us as a track. But then again, you know, it's been hard for ticket sales. It's been great for Vegas. So maybe Vegas end up paying F1 to host it there. Maybe F1 force Vegas into having Vegas pay for it to be there because it's been so good for the city. So we'll see about that. Singapore, Mexico, Portimao till 2028. Portimao's has a contract for 27 and 28. Right. But yeah, hopefully Mexico doesn't return because I think that track is poo. Well, actually, we'll see what it's like this year with the new regs, but I think that track's poo. But then again, Mexico fans, I think they deserve a Grand Prix. Suzuka 2029, wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Suzuka after 2029. Jeddah 2030. I'm assuming that is meant to say Saudi Arabia because the Qiddiya circuit is meant to be on the calendar instead of Jeddah after 2028. So I'm assuming that's meant to say Saudi. Abu Dhabi, Brazil, China, Baku. And then 2031, we've got Monza, Turkey, and then Spa. But Spa and Barcelona will be rotating until 2031. Hungary, I don't know how Hungary's still on the calendar. No offense to Hungary. I think the track's okay. But I just don't think it really brings that much to F1. Like, does anyone go, yay, I can't wait for the Hungarian? No. And it's only that, though. Everyone who's been to the Hungarian Grand Prix says it's a really good experience, really good city. Love Budapest. So, yeah. But from a spectator standpoint, I don't think Hungary really brings much to the sport, if I'm being honest. Same with Qatar, fuck that off. Barcelona, fuck that off. Honestly, all 3 of these tracks can go. Bye-bye. I don't care for any of these tracks, personally. Coda till 2034, good. Silverstone 2034, good. Madrid 2035, we'll see what that's like. But again, we need a Grand Prix in Spain, so I'd prefer Madrid over Barcelona, probably. Canada, good. Monaco, good. Bahrain 2036, good. Australia 2037, good. Miami 2041, And then Austria 2041. Yeah, I think the calendar is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think the calendar has gotten better. Maybe you disagree with me. How would I fix this calendar? I would bin off these three. I would add, obviously Turkey's in there now. I would add Sepang. I would have, hot take, I would have Jeddah and Qiddiya on the calendar. I mean, we'll see what Qiddiya is like as a track, but I love Jeddah. I would not mind having a double header in Saudi Arabia. Or having 2 Saudi Arabian races. I know some people will be like, Saudi Arabia. Fuck off. If the tracks are good, then good. But yeah. Otherwise, I think the calendar kind of decent now. I think calendar's kind of decent. Some of the ones I don't care for have gone, and some of the ones that I want, like Turkey, are now on the calendar. Yeah. It's basically just Istanbul that's in Europe. The rest is Middle East. Right. Turkey's were on the calendar for 2 years in a row, and it never got added to the F1 game. Maybe we get in the game in 2030. Not sure. Maybe they plan on 2 Saudi GPs. I hope. Don't think Qiddiya will be ready anytime soon. You don't reckon Saudi Arabia could pull through in time? Really? This, oh yeah, a lap around Istanbul. What else we got? Here are all 24 tracks we know will be on the 2027 calendar. So yeah, do we think we're gonna lose any and gain any? I don't think any more at this point. I reckon that's gonna be our calendar for the year. Wait, Yuki did a thing at Turkey? I didn't realize. I never saw anything from this. What the fuck? I wonder why they chose Red Bull to do it. I guess because Red Bull's one of the only teams that actually have a team that fly cars out and do stuff like that. S. Thornley, name of the follow. Welcome to the stream. The Australia graphic shows how the 2026 cars generate their lap time in such a different way compared to the 2025, but also where this year's data gives a guide as to how the recent changes would have an impact. It clearly highlights the tweaks avoiding significant super clips. That's too complicated for me, man. Sorry. Alan McNish appointed race director at Audi, starting from the Miami Grand Prix. He'll work alongside Mattia Binotto, who remains team principal. Oh, I see. As Audi strengthens its trackside structure ahead of key phase of the season. I see. Max and Lily in Monaco. Lily's turns 1-year-old a couple days ago. Happy birthday to Lily. Woo! It's been attempted replicated so many times by Tilka on his other tracks, but none have matched. For a single watcher, do you get paid a lot more? I'll open another tab if you want. I have no clue. But I just thought there's no harm in clicking a button to go live on another platform. Fanatec streaming new products on their website right now. Maybe we can watch it here. Wait, really? What do you mean streaming new products? It's time to show what's next.
Absolute confidence in our brand and more freedom in how you choose to race.
What have they showed so far?
Today is an important step in that direction.
Oh, they're
so
just gone
let's
live.
dive in and show you some of the things we've been working on.
Okay. New Fanatec announcements. Ooh! New wheel! It's basically the Club Sport, but with a bigger screen. And the buttons look way better. Club Sport V3. Okay.
First up, our iconic Formula wheel, which has been redesigned. And it's now better than ever.
What's this?
The display is now larger, allowing more telemetry information to be shown.
Okay.
We've widened the diameter to 290 millimeters and refined the ergonomics across
the buttons on the old one aren't that
extra
amazing,
width really makes a difference. It makes the wheel feel at home in a much wider range of cars, not just open wheel formulas. The thumb-operated rotary dials have been upgraded. Stronger resistance, more defined clicks, and they now push as well. The center switch is a 12th position rotary.
These look way better.
And we've replaced the analog stick with a second funky switch. Grips are now user replaceable and will have alternative materials available in the future. There is a whole range of small refinements.
Nothing too crazy, but it looks way more refined, which is nice.
Feel better. The Formula V3 is available on the site worldwide later today.
Oh, wow. Latest today, guys. Red Bull, can we get a Red Bull branded one of this, please?
Now I'd like to show you another new product.
Here we go. This is, yo, thank you for telling me about this. This is sick. Wait! You can attach any wheel to your Fanatec base now!
Fanatec just launched their new wheel hub, and with this quick release, you can connect your Bavarian SimTech steering wheel to any Fanatec base. The installation is pretty straightforward. On the Omega Pro V2 and the Delta, the Fanatec wheel hub bolts on directly.
Holy shit!
And for the Alpha, you will need our S50 spacer to get
Never
enough
thought you'd
clearance.
see the day.
Start by removing the 6 bolts and separate the Cure 2 from the core plate. Then mount the core plate to your Bavarian SimTech steering wheel and reattach the Cure 2. That's it. Now that everything is
companies
mounted,
allowing you to
let's jump
pick
into the
products
rig
from other
and take it for a
companies to
drive.
mesh with
Connect
your
the
products
USB cable
is so
from the
good.
wheel
'Cause then you're
to
not
your
forced
PC.
into this like
step is required
Fanatec
since
Eco
the
Hub. You can just
Fanatec
pick,
wheel
I
hub
want this
does
base
not
with this
support
wheel base,
USB
with this
power.
wheel.
And that's how you can use your Bavarian SimTech steering wheel on any Fanatec base.
That is good. But would many people want to use a different wheel on a Fanatec base? Like, I feel like so many people don't like Fanatec
VPG
wheelbases.
Sim is really happy to be a part of the launch of the new Fanatec wheel hub. It's a straightforward solution that makes it easier to use the VPG steering wheels with the Fanatec systems, and honestly, that's something that the VPG community has been asking for. The Fanatec wheel hub works really well with all the USB steering wheels from VPG, and the install is quick and easy. In use, the Fanatec wheel hub feels properly secure, and its compact size is a perfect match for lightweight carbon fiber wheels. So you can
I still think
feel
the screen is
every
so
bit of
far
detail
behind
coming
other
through
brands,
from
yeah.
the Fanatec base. It's
All
great
this
to see a
wasted on
dedicated
F125.
product from Fanatec for this application, and I'm looking forward to seeing it picked up more widely across the community.
That's cool.
You've always been able to use third-party wheels on Fanatec bases with products like the Podium Hub. But this new wheel hub is the first product we've designed specifically for that purpose. It's cleaner, much more compact, and significantly more affordable.
Sure.
In fact, it's $99.95, and in turn, we will permanently drop the price of the standard Cure 2 wheel side.
Wow.
It's part
That's
of a
pretty good.
broader effort to make our ecosystem more flexible and to give you more choice in
I
how
respect that.
you build your rig. Now, let's hear from our race team.
Nah, show us more products, bro.
That feels pretty realistic, actually. Like the stiffness and the depth, how far I'm pressing it, like the travel.
I didn't know there was Fanatec podium pedals.
Brake pedal was like. So, but the adjustment that took me what, 5 seconds?
5-10 seconds to adjust it. Quicker than an average pit stop. I'm sure adjusting pedals in a race car takes much more time than this. And now it's
Wait, how much are the
really,
podium
really
pedals?
Good. The previous setup, I mean, from feeling wise was also good. It was just like not as close to our car. So now everything is perfect.
Wait.
Let's return to the podium pedals. Over the past few weeks, we've shared a closer look at the design and the features. Let's hear more from our R&D team.
Oh, there's a new product. Okay, so it's not on the website yet.
I'm Remy, product manager at Fanatec.
Ooh, I don't like the flat
and today
faces.
We'll talk a little bit about the Ponden pedals. Clutch pedal. Yeah, a lot of adjustability on this one. You have the pedal angular adjustment, of course, but also you have some neat features in how you can adjust the pedal bite point. So we have pedal bite point slider, which you can slide quite nicely back and forward, giving the option to where you
only noobs use the clutch, am I right, guys?
And also changing the feel of the pedal itself. In addition to that, you can adjust the preload with the preload knob, both looser and stiffer. And if you want to, it's even possible to completely cancel out the bite point, effectively leaving you with a linear pedal. But for a clutch pedal, yeah, who would want to do that? We don't know, maybe you. The throttle and the clutch, they're using contactless Hall effect sensors for longevity, calibrated at factory for precision, giving you a better input for your sim. If you want even easier mounting, there is a mounting plate and heel rest sold separately that has T-nut sliders.
Bro's mouth doesn't move when he speaks.
Even easier to adjust the pedal distance between configurations.
Wait,
like F1 rally.
Do you have to mount
and
these
road
pedals
car
to your rig?
Even needing
Like,
to
doesn't come on a plate?
unmount the pedals completely. You can simply loosen the bolts and then just slide them easily side to side. So the throttle pedal, obviously a bigger pedal faceplate for more surface area when you're using it, and for heel toe as well. So the angular adjustment is still there, similar to the other pedals of the Ponden pedal. You have preload adjustment.
There's an option, right?
To the different pedals as well, and then you have quite significant of end stop adjustment. This feature, yeah, heavily requested by competitive esport drivers of having independent travel and end stop adjustment and preload.
Oh, there you go. There's the plate. Podium pedals. How much are they going to be? I'd low-key get them.
We've already shared Remy's detailed explanation of the brake pedal, and I encourage you to watch that if you haven't seen it already. Our patented compression control system uses a set of threaded cups and locking rings. This allows easy adjustment of travel and resistance while protecting the elastomers from overcompression. The result is consistent feel and durability. And you can make those adjustments rapidly without tools. The main brake elements are forged aluminium, giving you the exceptional strength needed when you're pushing over 200 kilograms of force.
That's pretty cool.
Through that load cell. In addition to the tool-free mechanical adjustments, we're also introducing custom pedal curves to the Fanatec app.
What's that mean? What? Oh, I see. Wait, that's actually cool because I feel like I need a curve on my pedal because I feel like I get to 70% so quick. And then like on the throttle I'm talking about, like I get to 70% so quick and then there's like way less at the end or way more at the end, I think is what that's how it works. I think you have to mount it. So shoe or feet grips, is that normal? This guy's zero personality. Yeah, I don't know why they go that guy. I don't know why they got that guy to speak, but I guess he's got all the info. Alright, I wonder how much longer this is going on for. I want to see all the new products. This is kind of cool, but now it's just like I don't care about this part. We'll get back to the F1 stuff in a second, guys. Okay. Should we come back to this in a second? What the fuck's this? Bringing this Lewis Hamilton interview back. Alright, we'll get up some other posts. Wait. The 2020 race in Turkey will always be special. Lewis Hamilton getting a record-tying 7th Drivers' Championship. Sebastian Vettel getting his final podium with Ferrari. The most Istanbul picture ever. Just a cat on the track. 48 hours at the Nürburgring. We'll have to watch that McLaren vlog at some point. Welcome back, Turkey. What do we had? Helmet to leave Red Bull. Portimao on the calendar. Barcelona multi-year extension. Bahrain and Saudi cancelled. Jonathan Wheatley leaving. John Piero Lambiasi leaving, and then joining McLaren, and then Turkey announced. John Alesi in the wall. Monaco Historic Grand Prix. All right, we're back.
We've been working really hard to prepare.
Yeah,
for
I knew the
mass
video was still
production.
playing. I was just
and
waiting
we've
for it.
extended our quality control processes to make sure every unit meets our standards.
What's that shit on the
For
left?
the Formula version, we made the decision to delay slightly. Carbon construction requires it, and we're not willing to compromise. We'll announce the pre-order date for the 3-pedal set soon. The price
How much is the price
of our podium pedals is $699.95.
Wow! That's expensive.
We're really happy to bring you this level of performance for this amazing price. And it wouldn't be possible without the hard work from our development teams. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you integrate these pedals into your setups.
Any other products? Yeah, I don't think that's too bad if you're getting all 3. Actually, that's actually not too bad if you're getting all 3. Or is that per pedal, though? If that's per pedal, that's fucked. You reckon that's per pedal? Because isn't there like isn't it the Sim Magic pedal is like 2K? 3. Yeah, actually that's not too bad for 3 pedals. Because I'm fairly sure the Club Sport's like 400. I expect you on all this new stuff for F1 26. It's not going to be ready in time, he just said.
Before we close, there's one more update to share. When we developed the Podium DD, we started with the Club Sport DD motor as our baseline. As we pushed further, we discovered something interesting. There was more headroom in both the Club Sport DD and the DD+, even with their existing power supplies. After several months of testing and validation, we are ready to release that performance, completely free of charge.
Whoa!
A driver update arriving next week will include new firmware, moving the Club Sport DD from 12 to 15 Newton meters.
Wow.
And the Club Sport DD Plus from 15 to 18 Newton.
That's my one.
This is holding torque.
Damn.
And the difference is impressive. And there's one more thing coming in the next months. Full Force, our advanced force feedback mode, is coming to CSL DD and GTDD Pro wheelbases, also for free.
That's really cool.
These updates are our way of saying thank you to every customer who has supported Fanatec.
I respect that.
Thank you for watching today. We'll be joining Reddit immediately after this premiere for a live AMA. This is where we'll answer your questions directly.
That's really cool. You respect that.
We look forward to speaking with you there.
That's cool. Yo, shout out Fanatec. That was actually like really kind of like well put together event, or like put together video, really quick, to the point. Good products. I like how they're all like you know, being able to attach any wheel to your base is really cool. And then all the like little things they thought about with the pedals, and then the free software update as well. That's really good. That is really good. Shout out Fanatec. Thank you for letting me know about that, Jochen. That was good. That was good. Bring this Lewis Hamilton interview back.
Favorite race?
Turkey.
Toughest race?
Turkey.
Best performance?
Turkey.
Toughest weekend?
Turkey.
Yeah. Toughest.
Shoot, sorry.
No, it's fine. Toughest battle on the track?
No one was really battling me in Turkey.
Favorite race?
Oh, he's probably just talking about 2020 season, right? How's John Alesi crashed in the historic Monaco Grand Prix, man? Oh, fuck. That's not good at all for those retro cars. Holy. Yikes. Oh, it just came everywhere. First time ice rally drifting. I swear I've seen 4 different titles for this video. The most fun I've had. Oh my god. All right, we're going to watch this at some point. Oh, I've already added it. Shout out Lando. Shout out Lando. Lando Vlogs. Who's the real GOAT? 1 pole position in Turkey. 0 pole positions in Turkey. He's trying the Apple one more thing method. Have you seen the new Thrustmaster F25 replicable? I've not. Linked that in chat. Oh, have a look. Next week, Sonic and Tails are speeding into Miami to cheer on Team McLaren. Join us on April 29th through to May 3rd and take on our exclusive speed trap experience. Love the poster. Limited number will be available to purchase on site and online. That's kind of cool. Turkey 2021, when Bottas got P9 and Lewis got P18, and they put a photo of pickup trucks. Not pickup trucks. What do you call them? Cleanup trucks. Cleaning trucks. Kush Mighty test for Alpine at Zandvoort. Wait. Oh, he did. Oh, okay. I thought it meant like in FP1, but no. He just did it behind closed doors. I see. Formula has begun early talks about a shift away from the 50-50 power split for the 2027 season. This would shift the current 400 kilowatt / 350 kilowatt, almost 50-50 to be 650, 200 kilowatt, which is almost 75-25. However, F1 could create rules that continue to allow 350 kilowatt, so 65-35 deployment in races, which would be a help for overtaking. If the plan to move away from 50-50 is to come into play for 2027, then a decision would need to be made in the next few weeks so manufacturers can begin work on the designs. That would be good. That would be very, very good. V8 motor, what is this? What track is this? Is this Turkey? Yeah. Oh my god, it literally breaks the fucking mic, man. Literally breaks the mic. Exclusive. Alongside the 2027 Turkey GP, support series will also take place. F2 and F3 have been added to the agreement. The race date will be announced soon. Major extensive renovation works will be carried out at the track. Prices will be set to appeal to every segment. Love that. F2 and F3 at Turkey. Fuck yes. McLaren's 1000th GP jersey. Woo, that looks good. I actually really, really like that. I'd buy that if I was a McLaren fan. To be fair, I wish it kind of carried the orange up the whole way, but I guess that it would like block the sponsors. But I like that a lot. F1's Miami changes might only fix 20% of the problems with F1's current rules, according to F1 Insider, which is McLaren's greatest Formula 1 Grand Prix. We're trolling. Lando Norris is set to get his Lego helmet in June. 793 pieces. That would be cool. It would be cool to see what this looks like. No sponsors, though. Might look a bit weird. The Lotus E20 prepared for Colapinto's roadshow in Argentina. There's some more photos and videos from that soon. Lily turned 1 today. A close-up image of the evolved rear end of the Ferrari. Looks very boxy now. Imagine Jaguar join the grid. I really hope they don't. But that is a cool livery, though. I really, really like that. I think silver works so well on F1 cars. Ooh. I love the positioning of the Jaguar. I think I prefer the other one, though. What is this?
Lap for the race, 1.8 seconds for green.
Martin looks at the inside of Cops. Can she get it done? Yes. No, not quite, unfortunately. Front wheel to rear wheel contact, and that's going to be the end.
That is literally identical Max and Lewis 2021. We reveal the data behind F1 boss Stefano Domenicali's certainty that the controversial 26 rules are winning fans over. One of the key metrics that F1 uses to gauge fan feedback is via its official F1 fan voice community, which had 50,000 members signed up. After each race, it turned a featured poll asking members to rate each Grand Prix. The options are excellent, good, okay, poor, awful, didn't watch. The final results generally get around 2,000 results. There we go. So F1 2026 fan polling data, 2026 and 2025. Excellent, 20%, last year 49%. Good, 41%, last year 37%. Okay, 21%, last year 10%. Awful, okay. I mean, this is an anomaly, though, because OzGP 2025 was fucking insane. Okay, China would be a better example. Excellent, 27%. Last year, 11%. Good, 41%. Last year, 39%. Yeah, so it's better ratings than China. yeah, I mean, last year's China sucked. So, Japanese Grand Prix, excellent. Last year, 4%. So it's up. Japan, okay, you're trolling if you voted Japan, excellent. 36% say good. Interesting. Who are these fans voting, though? But then again, majority rules, right? Majority rules. Jos Verstappen was involved in a serious crash today during the Wallonia Rally in Belgium. Both he and the co-drivers were okay. What the fuck? We were talking about Rally early in the stream. That is crazy that there was no injuries from that. Look at that. Holy. Absolutely iconic. Which special edition race suit is your favorite of all time? The Lederhosen. Love that. Is that what you call it? The Superman. What the fuck? Love that. And then the Vegas ones. That is cool. Wait. Did they do a special race suit edition and they were all Red Bull? They were all Red Bull. Lol. Rebel just goated, man. Rebel just goated. F1 uploaded the extended 2000 United States Grand Prix highlights. Watch that at some point. We've all heard Dominicali say that everyone loves the new Formula One. It turns out he's basing this on a survey of 2,000 people on an F1 fan voice, which apparently is an industry standard figure that delivers enough precision and low enough margin of error. Logan Sargent admits he wasn't interested in F1 before exit. Logan Sargent revealed he had lost interest in Formula 1 by the end of his career in the series. Speaking to media, Sargent explained, "No, I'm very desensitized, I guess is the right word, to F1. I really don't care, to be honest. By the end of it, I wasn't interested to be there anymore after knowing the way that some of the teams work." Sargent expressed contentment with his transition to endurance racing, highlighting the positive atmosphere. He remarked, "So yeah, I was just happy to move over to the endurance side of the sport. A more enjoyable atmosphere, a more laid-back atmosphere, and one where everyone collaboratively working towards the same goal." Dan Sayers, Ford Racing Hypercar Program Manager, praised Sargent's technical skills and experience, noting, "Logan brings a level of technical sophistication and high downforce experience that is vital for the program in this scale. Having an American back and forward at Le Mans feels right. It's a nod to the giants like Dan Gurney and AG Foyt, who showed the world in 1967 what happens when American grit meets global ambition." I mean, that last part's waffle, but yeah, is Logan generally feel this way, or is he just saying this because like every driver who's not an F1 just likes to shit on F1 because they're not an F1? Who knows? Who knows? 10 at the top. These are the last 10 different drivers' championship leaders in F1. Rosberg 2016, Vettel 2018, Bottas 2020, Lewis 21, Charles 22, Max 24, Piastri 25, Lando 25, Russell 26, Kimi 26. Visa Cash App, 24 Hours in Monaco with Liam Lawson. We'll have to watch that at some point. Colapinto at the wheel of the replica of the Silver Arrow driven by one Manuel Fangio over 70 years ago, and with which, alongside the W196, he won the 1954 and 1955 titles. That's pretty cool. That's the Speed Racer car, isn't it? That's the Speed Racer car, is it not? I gotta go Ponden to take care of the kids. Catch another Jochum. Appreciate you, dude. I hope he has a good time in endurance. Forget stupid F1. Now you must shit on the races track tier list. Okay, the race admin tier list. So, Miami and Vegas and E. Okay, you're trolling putting Vegas and E when it's produced good racing. But, alright, Miami, good work. Abu Dhabi D, yep. Barcelona D, yep. Jeddah D. Okay. Shanghai D, yep. Losail D. Okay. Bahrain C, that's a joke. Mexico C, yeah. Monaco C, I can see why that's there. Zandvoort B, that's dead. That should be lower. Singapore B, yeah. Albert Park A, maybe drop that down a little bit. Baku, yeah. Hungaroring, yeah, drop that down a bit. Canada, yeah. Monza, yeah. Silverstone S, yep. Spa S. Suzuka S. Red Bull Ring S. Love to see that. Coda S. Interlagos S, yeah. Not bad, but yeah, definitely Jeddah way too low. Vegas low. Bahrain low. Zandvoort too high. Hungaroring too high. Albert Park probably one too high. And then Spa too high for me personally, but I rate the tracks based on how much I enjoy driving them. So Silverstone is an E. Spa Suzuka Heritage, alright. Albert Park recency bias with 25 and 26 races being good. Bahrain, same tier as Mexico. Yeah, that's whack. Huge congratulations to Sebastian Vettel for competing in the London Marathon today. He finished it in a time of 2:59 and ran it in aid of the Brain and Spine Foundation at the Grand Prix Trust. That's so cool. Damn, a sub 3-hour marathon. He's fucking fit. What the hell? Yuki, where's your hand? Okay. Next week, it's on. It's all to drive for. Wait, did they make a new ad? Oh, we got a new ad? Wait. We got a new F1 advert.
3 races in.
Okay.
3 races in, and everything's changed. A new era, new cars, new power, and a new order. They got problems, I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure becomes Mercedes striker. Russell setting the pace until a new name arrives. Fast, fearless, 2 wins, a championship lead. The youngest to do it. And behind, the fight builds. Nerve, pace, power, and experience.
Let's go.
Showing class is permanent. Every lap shapes the story. The racing closer, the battles harder. Because in the world's fastest sport, nothing stays certain. We've waited, now we're back. It's time to go racing again. And it's all to drive for.
It's all to drive for. Cool little ad that. Love that. Oh, fuck me. What the hell? Alright. How to get your friend into Formula 1.
Oh, here he is at a Formula 1 race.
Race cars? That's aggressively heterosexual.
Not if all the drivers are hot European guys with perfect cheekbones.
They are? Jesus, these men are flawless. Need to follow every single one of them immediately.
Oh!
Okay. I gotta love how F1's now, like, making its way into, like, fucking pop culture shit. Much more long is the reveal. Wait, what? I rank tracks by how much I like driving them in the sim. New watch along intro just for Miami. True. Sky Sports has a new one too. Everything has changed, taking the changing regs every race. Why does the script look AI scripted? No hate. Wait, what do you mean the script? That pissed you off. Current scenes from Argentina where Colombo is doing a road show in front of thousands of people. Apparently it was like 400,000 people showed up for this.
Ahí va Franco para la pista.
Franco.
Amigos, esto es historia.
Jid, name of the develop. 600,000? That's crazy.
En la Avenida Libertador, en las calles de Buenos Aires. Ahora comienza la parte activa del road show con Franco al volante.
What's even the point in going? Whoa, what the fuck? $600,000 people in the streets of Buenos Aires to see Franco driving his Alpine. Well, not his Alpine, but...
Podemos salir acá de los boxes, motor V8 de aproximadamente 750-800 caballos de potencia. Cuando dicen la velocidad, no acelera de 0 a 200 en 4 segundos nada más. Así que imagínense la potencia que tiene.
Wow, the tracks were really wide.
Porque es un auto de 640 kilos con el peso del piloto incluido.
Sí, por eso la
little ad pop up.
1000 caballos de potencia en ese momento tenían cerca de 800, un poco menos. Ahí está, míralas.
Do some donuts, bro.
Las donas, el trompo, y miren como dije marcado en el asfalto. El neumático.
Show the crowd, man. I want to see this 600,000 people.
Impresionante cómo retumba el sonido con los edificios.
Pretty cool. Shout out the Argentinian fans. What else we got? They're starting to blobify Lando stand. Hello, Charles Leclerc, new L'Oreal Paris Global Ambassador. Shout out L'Oreal Paris. I use L'Oreal Paris Men Expert for my face and hair. It is estimated that almost 500,000 people attend the Colapinto event in Argentina. Seeing these numbers, I wouldn't be surprised to see an Argentine GP in the coming years. That'd be really, really cool. Historia. That's him driving the old school Mercedes. Alright, guys, I'll be back in 1 second. BRB. I'm just gonna quickly go to the toilet. Be right back. The sun is beaming in right now. I'm back. I'm back. This livery actually looks so nice, man. Good to see what it looks like on track, though. All right, let's continue scrolling through. All right, it's finally race week. We're racing in Miami. You guys were yapping in the Discord. The very big one, Talladega, is currently a parking lot. Look at how many avoided the crash.
All the way down the back. Thrown away, and Bottas is in the wall right after contact.
Oh
right
my
the pack.
God.
Blaney's around. Logano's around. They're all wrecking. This is the big one. That's the whole field.
Shout NASCAR where the whole grid just crashes at the same time. It's race week. Hopefully not the last season. 44-year-old Fernando Alonso stated for the first time that he wants to stay in Formula 1 beyond this season. Interesting. Interesting.
To put
I guess to put it
bluntly, if something's shit, there's no point trying to say it's not shit. I guess
Exactly, exactly. Miami special edition cap. I love this. I love the gray with the whitewash with the pink brim. Super duper clean. And they've got the race week poster. Woo! Not sure why they chose these drivers, but anyways. And it's race week for F2 in Miami for the very first time. Oh, F2 is going to be fucking chaos, man. F2 is going to be fucking chaos. We saw that already. The new updates was broadly approved by the drivers who worked on the simulator, despite an almost certain 4% a duo. May will be the decisive for the future of the SF26. The 679 will be fully in the wind tunnel in June. Oh, yeah. Is the Lando stand at the moment. Pretty cool looking. And the new Red Bull flavor. I mean, obviously, I've been drinking this for the last 2 weeks, but it's now officially been announced by Red Bull themselves. Maybe they were waiting for this week to tear on up with the special V-Carb livery that seems to be coming. And it's the home race for both Haas and Cadillac. 600,000 people attended the Buenos Aires event of Franco. Which is insane, man. Absolutely insane. Isaac Hadja with Lionel Messi. We'll look at that in a second. Here comes the Liberty Razzle Dazzle. MotoGP now has an F1 style digital screen podium backdrop. Cool, man. Cool. See, these are the things that Liberty Media is going to make MotoGP better with. What is this for Isaac? Red Bull cap, sneakers, black socks, black. Bro, Hadja would be loving this. Flipping the coin for Messi? What the fuck? What the fuck? Ready to make our mark in Miami. Shop the full Miami collection here. If you can hear the noise, the buzz, that is my aircon is so hot in my room at the moment, so it's got to be on. Alright, please be good, McLaren. Williams. Okay, I don't mind that, to be honest. I like that vibe. I don't like a button up, but yep. That is a bit dead. Navy with pink with just Williams text. Ugly. I like the back of that, but the front's dead. That is a cool cap. I like the cap. Yeah, cap slap. And then that's Japan. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So back second. How's it going, Deb? How's it going? It's good, man. It's good. Stream's been going good so far. We've been chatting about a lot of different stuff. We're almost caught up on the news now. We're going to force them to do something different after Miami. Another month wait is too much. We got Nürburgring 24 hours. We got Nürburgring 24 hours. Don't you forget. Cadillac's race poster for this week. That's kind of weird. George and Kimmy. Oh, here we go. Here are the suits. We got 3 suits. I don't know what that means.
So, who's feeling wild?
What is this? Earlier, Mercedes AMG Petronas F1
Gear up,
team.
guys. It's time for a new era. Okay, time is of the essence, people. Miami will not wait for us, and neither will they.
Darling, that doesn't look like a coffee run.
Gird your loins. They're coming. George, Kimmy, lovely to see you. We have some fabulous designs for you. How are we feeling? No? It's fine. You know, just a bit more pizzazz. Come over here. Now feast your eyes on this. A bit more risque. So, who's feeling wild?
Can't give a staff.
Okay, boys. What about these?
There's something missing.
Not good enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope that's clear.
Worst actors of all time.
Have you thought about purple?
That could work. That's pretty cool.
Purple's what I want to see.
Give me a second.
So it's George Russell's fault they look ugly.
How about 3?
Hey, voila! What do we think, guys?
Who's the third one for?
Love it.
Perfetto, fantastico.
That's the one.
3 days, 3 suits. That's the first. Wait, so it's a different suit each day? Wait. But what's the difference between the 3? Is it like dark purple, mid purple, light purple? Wait, I'm confused. You just found a way to make the ugly McLaren orange racing suit look good. This is fucking hideous. Oh my god. They wash it after each day. The darkness is different each day. Right. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. I actually like that. Is that allowed? Is that allowed? What the fuck? Okay. I don't mind that. I to be honest, the purple I don't think is that bad. People are just fucking crying about everything. The Miami front row curse. Max Verstappen went from P3. Max Verstappen went from P9. Landon Ross from P5. Oscar Piastri from P4. No drivers ever won from the front row. Interesting. McLaren's greatest GP ever. British Grand Prix 2025. Okay. Ponden should watch this on stream. Watch what 5 weeks without F1 does to a motherfucker. What is this? No, I can't with those videos, man. I can't with those videos. The aura gap is crazy. To be honest, no one liked these suits when they dropped, and then they liked them now. So maybe these will grow. Maybe these will grow on people. Yeah, peak comedy. Ha. Gotta love Seb. Turns up in a shirt like he just rolled out of bed. Delivers an astonishing, consistent, and rapid pace. Breaks 3 hours in the first marathon. Barely breaks a sweat. What a legend. I reckon he cheated, to be honest. F1 is back in Miami. What we got? Number of laps, 57. Race distance, 308 kilometers. Circuit length, 5.4 kilometers. Lap record, 1 minute, 29.7. Average pit stop loss, 20.5. Traction, 3. Tire stress, 3. Asphalt grip, 3. Braking, 3. SO abrasion, 3. Lateral, 3. Track evolution, 5. Dude, 3 for everything. Compound, C3, C4, C5. So second softest, I believe. Alex Albon, race week. Hallelujah. Ferrari's Miami collection is cute. Very minimalistic. I kind of like that. Typical Ferrari. Probably like $600 million though. Mercedes and McLaren drivers race remote control cars. That'd be a cool video to watch. New. George. Blah, blah, blah. So that's them wearing the suits. I mean, they're very bold. But I don't mind them though. Who doesn't like a bit of color pop, right? In other news. In other F1 news. One of the biggest F1 pages ever. WTF1 was just rebranded to the Race Extra. If you don't know, my housemate Hannah, she is the social admin for the Race Extra, or what used to be WTF1. Yeah, so this has been in the works for a little while, and they've finally debuted the rebrand. For people who don't know, WTF1 used to be owned by Tommy, and then he sold it to a company who ended up selling it to the Race, or maybe whatever. So the Race have owned WTF1 for a while now. Obviously, WTF1 have gone through a few different rebuilds. They first started with the whole, like when Matt and Tommy left, they tried to transition to new creators, and then they tried again with some other creators, and it's just never been able to recover because obviously, you know, like most companies, like the face of the brand are the host themselves. So excuse me. So I think over the last year or so, it's kind of just been a social page on Instagram and Twitter. They didn't bother reviving the YouTube channel or bring on new hosts or anything like that. And now it's rebranded to the Race Extra, so tying the account into the Race social media world. So my understanding of what this would be like, or what I assume it's going to be, is the Race is like proper journalism, proper, you know, like proper, you know, where you get your F1 info from, right? And the Race Extra will be basically what WTF1 was before, but now just rebranded as the Race Extra, where it's more like memes and more like casual posting and talking about the drivers' lives and stuff like that. And yeah, I like the branding. I like the purple. I like the orange. I think it looks good. If you go on their social page, you can kind of see a little bit of it. And I'm not gonna lie, not many people other than, I mean, Twitter's been talking about it, but if you go on the actual, like comments on the post. Not really many people have noticed that it's like been rebranded. I mean, you can kind of see the branding. So like they do more posts like this where it's just like spot the difference, like a joke, talking about the, you know, like Messi wearing the Audi jersey, Charlotte Claire becomes a L'Oreal Men ambassador, Seb in the 3 hour, you know, doing the marathon. So basically it's just like news and stuff from the F1 world, but like the more like casual, more like non-racy stuff. So yeah, I think this is good. I think, you know, obviously WTF1 died when like Matt Gallagher commented lol. Yeah, obviously WTF1 died when Matt and Tommy left. You know, obviously I'm sure a lot of stuff happened behind the scenes, and you know, it's not been able to recover since with them gone. So now they're just gonna rebrand it into the race world, which I think makes sense. I think this makes so much more sense than WTF1. They tried so many times to try to revive WTF1. It was never gonna work for some reason. What? How many years has it been? Like 4 years? People are still like so caught up and like shitting on WTF1 after Matt and Tommy left, which I get. Like, you know, they left and then whatever. But yeah, like you were never going to be able to revive it with that name. So I think it makes sense to rebrand into the race, because obviously the race is such a like established name now in the F1 space. So to have like a more casual race page, I think that's good. So yeah, interesting to see how it goes. Well, yeah. Well, they look AI. They do a little bit of that, don't they? Just learned that WTF1 is the race now. Well, yeah, the race bought WTF1 like years ago, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Matt replied and Tommy reposted. What did Tommy say? Wait, what did Tommy say on the repost? Or did he just repost it with no comment? Just Medlin candles. Did Tommy say anything or nah? Beyond racetrack, Sungyeon ring. What? That's a Poochie head tweet if I've ever seen one. Choose your fighter. Aubergine versus papaya. Aubergine better, bruh. Aubergine better for sure. Yeah, they should have done a purple livery, man. Fuck the suits. Purple livery would have slapped. The tiny cars race cars was so serious they made them do some media pen interviews after. If out of... Wait, watch that video at some point. So, the Friday suit includes the coordinates of the Casina News original office in Sao Paulo, where the company was founded in 2013. The Saturday suit shows news expansion across Latin America with the coordinates referencing its offices. The Sunday suit adds coordinates. Wait, so is it just coordinates that's going to change? There's not going to be like a different purple or anything? What the fuck? I mean, how would you know it happened? Because it just randomly happened. Yeah, true. I mean, I guess there would have been like posts back in the day when they did get acquired, but yeah. Falcon, what's up, dude? Hope all is good with you and the family. Hope Miami gonna be a good race. Really like the track. Appreciate it, Falcon. Yeah, I'm really excited for this weekend. Let's see how it all plays out with the new reg changes and stuff like that. Exactly 70 years ago, Charles Leclerc uttered the most famous quotes. I think this is my first Grand Prix weekend. 7 years ago. I am stupid.
I am stupid. I am stupid.
Fairly sure this is my first, first Grand Prix weekend. Kind of crazy. Better photo of the Red Bull out on track. Franco Colapinto's girlfriend is this diva? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Wait, you're saying that's Franco Colapinto's girlfriend? I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't care anyway. Wonder how many takes it took with all this acting and dialogue.
Looks so cool. It does. I can't wait for the fans to see this. Pretty good.
Lando, what are you doing? What are things to do for the Gemini paddock at Miami?
Right. So where do we start?
You know, fans love a custom helmet.
What if we could turn anything into a custom helmet? Like this.
I reckon our fans can do a better job.
Hey guys, I hope you tuned into my streams this weekend. Are you guys going to tune into the Ponden streams this weekend? Twitch.tv/Ponden. Oh, look at this. It's gonna be an epic. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, adverts are so bad now. Adverts are so bad now, man.
Like this. I reckon our fans can do a better job. I wonder what else we should bring to the Gemini paddock. Gemini, remind me what's special about this car.
It was driven by Mika Hakkinen, who won the Formula One World Championship with that car.
Yo, Loki, that was good acting. Did you see that? That was Loki good acting from Piastri.
We should bring it to the Gemini paddock. Gemini, remind me what's special about this car.
It was driven by Mika Hakkinen, who won the Formula One World Championship with that car.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We need to bring something like this to Miami. I think the fans would love to see our old cars.
I wonder what else they'd love to see.
What you need, like Miami style?
I mean, a beach somewhere, surely.
Mascot?
Do you want to be the mascot?
Mika?
Mika driving Mika's car.
Kiwi? We've got to include all the fans, so...
Maybe they want to see more than just Mika's car.
All right, I think we got a plan.
Gemini, show us what an epic fan experience would look like in Miami.
That is going to be epic.
I agree. We're taking over Miami. How about this for Silverstone?
How about we make a good...
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, is that a tease? Silverstone livery?
How about this for Silverstone?
Oh, heck yeah.
Silverstone special livery tease? I just don't get it, man. Like, I know you want to use the drivers so bad in your ad, but like, can you come up with a good ad? Like, I don't know, it's just so like, I don't give a fuck. I guess I watched it, didn't I? I guess I watched it. Yeah, she posted him during the Argentina thing. Right. What's that noise? What keeps happening, bruh? I don't know what these sounds are. Alright. Forecast for Miami. FP1 30 degrees, sprint quality 29 degrees, sprint race 32, quali 31, race 27 degrees. Around 60% chance of rain. Wow. Okay.
He suddenly looks pretty good in a McLaren suit, though, doesn't he? Go! Wait, what? Where are you going, mate?
What are these videos, man? Milka chocolate. It does look like that, doesn't it? It does. And then VCOM started teasing. They put a yellow banner and a yellow profile picture this morning. Woo! I called it, didn't I? I called it. We're going to get a yellow. I mean, it's pretty easy to predict. Yellow livery for the yellow summer edition can that's just come out today. Last week. Wonder when they're going to release it. I'm looking forward to it. And then we've been getting some other teasers from the boys.
Yeah. Wait, sorry. I've got, no, 2026 calling me. Yeah, hello?
Okay, fuck. What the hell is this, bro? What the hell is this? It does look like this friggin' edition can. I might get shot for saying this, but some of the overtakes are just totally false. Nigel Mansell on the increased number of overtakes due to F1 regulations. Let me sort that. Don't like that at all. Formula One Media today has announced a major global, announced a multi-year official partnership with Marsh Global, a global leader in risk and insurance and reinsurance brokering. As the sport's official risk partner and official insurance brokering partner, the collaboration will build on the powerful DNA and history of each organization, centered on expertise, innovation, and trust, while reinforcing a shared commitment to perspective, performance, and global impact. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Well, is this a sponsor or is this like they're actually going to do the risk management for F1? Because have fun with that, lol. Have fun with that. We'll look at those Cadillac renders in a sec. I can take it home for my nieces. And then they go, why is it not moving? And I go, I KO'd him. What?
Stop out!
Is he still out cold? You won.
I expect to see that in McLaren's trophy cabinet.
Is there nothing else he's going to try? You want to try and get it home?
Okay. We've got the Cadillac livery. We looked at that already. Lauren Meck is on the RB22's progress. We haven't solved everything, but there is no doubt that progress has been made into giving us something more consistent to our drivers. How does that make you... What? How does that make you fit in the classification? It's impossible to know, but in terms of us alone on the track, in terms of giving a more consistent product to our drivers, I'm confident we've made the progress. Do we know if we cracked everything? No, we know we didn't crack everything yet, but a fair chunk of it. Whoa. What is that? Is that an IndyCar? Wait, is this a 2020? Wait, what is this? Is some? What is this? Oh, it's an Indy 500 livery for McLaren. Oh, it's an Indy. Oh, it's a McLaren Indy 500 livery. That looks so good. Yo, Falcon! Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships on YouTube. Yo, if you got a gifted membership from Falcon, be sure to give him a thank you. But thank you, Falcon. Really do appreciate you dropping 5 gifted memberships on YouTube. Really do appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. I put the F1 cap link below for the exact photo. Holy corporate speak. Yeah, they love to waffle, don't they? We saw that. 79 on the periodic table. 79 F1 victories. Gold. Is that the new car? What the fuck is that? It looks weird. It looks like a Bugatti. The pop-up hotel is taking a swimming pool trackside to Silverstone this year. I can't help but feel that's very ambitious description of the British summer. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, last year they did a hot tub. Now they're doing a pool. That's pretty cool, though. Also, have you noticed something? Have you noticed something? I've just noticed something. AI. 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 Bro, I know it's not the Grand Prix yet, but like, get an actual designer to make a fucking thing, bro. I'm not going there now. After April's meetings, the rules were updated, but aerodynamics was left untouched, so current aero work should also benefit 2027. Loic Serra's team is said to have an update plan stretching to Abu Dhabi, though only under certain conditions. Interesting, interesting. All right, before we wrap up the stream, because we've caught up on all the news from the last 10 days and the news from today, let's once again close out with the Cadillac livery. Woo! It does look good, man. I love the stars. So nice. And the USA on the booty. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up the stream for today. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to follow down below. YouTube, I'm going to end the stream there. If you're watching on YouTube, come join us on Twitch. I'm always live on Twitch doing different things. We'll be live this weekend doing a bunch of different stuff. We'll also be live on YouTube, but only for certain segments. So yeah, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below. Be sure to like the stream. This is my first time doing a stream like this, where I just go live with no really like thing involved, just kind of going live, talking and chatting and watching different stuff. So yeah, I hope the YouTube stream goes well. I mean, we were sitting at like 30-ish viewers the whole time, which is kind of cool. So, which is kind of good. So yeah. Anyways, YouTube. Oh my god, it's so bright in my room. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.